What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Jimmy Mullen Podcast. I know it's been a couple weeks. I do apologize. I did try to get this out as quick as I could, but unfortunately, due to scheduling conflicts, as well as the fact that I got sick the last week, I had a cold and was bedridden. I missed out on Thanksgiving dinner with my family, unfortunately, but we're making it all. We're making it all up now. And I wasn't sure if I would make it this far or that I'd get here this fast, but lo and behold, here we are, episode 50. This is a big, momentous occasion, I guess. Today's episode features my good friend Billy, aka Frosted Sword, here on YouTube and Instagram. We go way back, as he's a fellow GC 2019 alumni, like myself. I've had a bunch of people from that on here, and he's no exception. I believe this also may be my longest in-person podcast to date. I think Travis held the record for having the longest one, and then overall, Larlar beat it out with the 3-hour episode, but that one was remote, so if we're talking just in person, I think Billy now has the record. But before we get into the episode, I'd like to let you guys all know that I'm having a merch sale for the rest of the year, actually. If you go to jimmymullen.co and check out the merch with the logo for the podcast and everything, as well as the Sherbert logo and beach towel shirt and stuff like that, all that stuff is on sale for 25% off if you use code HOLIDAY at checkout. And this will last for the rest of the year. So if you guys want to get some merch, if you haven't gotten any, or you want to get some of the newer stuff that's come out, past the beta logo, because I know a bunch of my friends got hands on the beta logo. I have some more stuff out now, so if you guys want to get yourself some cool stuff, the Dr. Bob t-shirt as well is on sale. Use code HOLIDAY at checkout for 25% off. And just thought I'd throw that out there for you all. Once this episode is said and done, I do have a lot of plans in regards to the rest of the year for the podcast. I think I did briefly mention that in the last episode, as well as in the posts that I've made on Instagram and Twitter in regards to the podcast and how I've been trying to get this episode out, but scheduling conflicts, and like I said, I got sick, so I had to push it back more and more. I've been in discussion with a bunch of friends of mine who either have been on already or haven't been on yet, that have been trying to get on. A lot of them came home for Thanksgiving, and I would have totally taken advantage of that. But like I said, I got sick, so I could not be talking a lot because I'd be coughing a lot. And you will also hear me cough a couple times probably throughout this episode. So I do apologize. But yeah, my college friends, they'll be back again for Christmas and New Year's into January. So I'm going to do my best to get a ton of them on as much as I can, and I'm going to try my best to get a new episode of the podcast out every week for the rest of the year at least, and then continue to try to do that for the foreseeable future. I know I've said that, and I wanted to continue to do that as well after the summer, and I did have that commitment for the summer, and I was able to do it, so, I mean, I'm going to continue to try to do it. I mean, having a job again now, it's a bit harder to, coordinate and things like that, which is why I have to do the solo episodes a lot more frequently. But then again, that's what I wanted to do from the beginning, so it's not really too much of a loss. Episode 51 is more than likely going to be the first of a couple of episodes I'm going to be doing in regards to talking about each season of Breaking Bad, as I'm going through that show for the first time. I just finished season 1. So I'll be having a discussion about it. Most likely the next episode you will see will be discussing that. So, I hope you guys are excited for that. I'm also going to be taking a trip to Rhode Island next weekend. So I'm going to be doing a podcast there. That's going to be pretty exciting. And then, like I said, a bunch of my college friends will be in town throughout the next few months. So I'll be getting a bunch of them on. I'll also be getting some more returning guests on. I've been in discussion with some of them, as it has been quite a little while already since those, surprisingly. So we're going to try and get a couple of them on again. I've also been uploading more to the main channel. If you guys didn't know, I put out a reaction to the second Mario movie trailer, actually, just a couple days ago. as of the time this video is going up. So be sure you guys check that out, as well as a vlog I just recently put out. I actually attended the midnight release of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for the Switch at the Nintendo New York store in New York City. So I got to hang out with a bunch of people in the Nintendo community. I had such a great time, and the video features a bunch of Nintendo content creators and all sorts of people that were there, and it was a great time. So I highly suggest you guys check that out. And yeah, with that said, here's a few pictures of people I have lined up for future episodes. I did a similar thing in episode 18, and I'm doing it again. So I can look at this and make a checklist. So I don't know when these will happen, but they will happen very soon, hopefully. We just got to work it out. But yeah, I got these people in line for guest episodes currently. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for those. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this little introduction. I hope you guys are excited for this. This has been an episode I've been really looking forward to doing, and I think it turned out great. There's a lot of getting off topic due to not only Billy's ADHD, but also just because I am pretty scatterbrained as well. So yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy us talking about nerd stuff and things like that. A lot of the things we have in common and the things we've always bonded about together. And yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope you guys enjoy episode 50 of the Jimmy Mullen Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 50 of the Jimmy Mullen Podcast. Crazy, I've done 50 of these? What the hell? Anyway, to celebrate this big momentous occasion, I thought I'd bring on my good friend Billy, a.k.a. Frosted Sword,
a.k.a. Pokemon Billy G,
a.k.a. William J. Graff, 28.
and 27.
And 27.
No clue why I made the second one.
Thank you for being here.
I am very welcome to be here. I'm glad I'm here.
We've been trying to do this for a number of weeks, but you know, scheduling conflicts. We both work. We both have to make money somehow. And I also got sick over the last week, so it delayed it even more. But we're here now. Better late than never. I'm going to try my best to not have such a sporadic, reach. I don't know how to word it, in the amount of uploads. I did not mean to go 2 weeks without making one, but here we are. Anyway, how you been, man?
I've been.
Nice.
I think that's the best way. I think that's honestly the best way.
Hey, you know what? Like you know what? Anything goes, man. It's all good.
It goes.
So, tell the world, who are you? What do you?
I am Frosted Sword. I have not made a YouTube video in over like 3 years. I am a game associate. That's all I'm gonna say. I am a game associate.
Yeah.
Find myself doing the daily day Pokemon. Yeah, I got for the first week of Pokemon, I got a shiny every day the new game came out. That was great.
Yeah, that's actually really sick.
Nah,
I was like, damn, that's awesome. Actually,
my friends were planning a hit out on me because of the fact that I got so many shinies, and two of them didn't get any, so they were like super tight at me.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Yeah, just Pokemon it up.
So, what have you been up to in the last little while? Just playing Pokemon and
so it's been
working at a non-disclosed location. Not the one I worked at. I know I say that a lot, but no. He actually did work for that company though, just not the.
I did, different store.
Yeah.
They weren't great. For the stories that you've probably heard from Jimmy over here,
yeah,
I probably have the same type of stories because corporations. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. Gotta love them corporations. They love people. They really love to take care of their employees.
They love their people.
They love them.
So I first started off. I was planning on taking a year off of college. Haven't gone. It's been several years. It's been several.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Sorry, man. I get it.
I got into a couple colleges. I just didn't push myself into it really.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure that I was doing what I wanted before I decided on anything. I also don't know what everything I need in order to do the things that I want to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to make sure I have all the requirements and everything that I want to do in those specific positions before I hop into the field.
Right.
So it's like I don't want to take a class for something and then find out, oh, you don't need that.
Yeah. Yeah, I had all those questions like about school and all that. Like I was so set on a school, and I also just did not have a plan B. And then all the crazy shit happened with moving and
I get
sorts
that.
of shit. And it just did not really become a priority for me. I kind of just was so distracted with everything else. And then before I knew it, we were in a pandemic.
Yeah.
And I was like, why am I going to drop all this money on a school if I'm just going to be in my room?
Yeah, it didn't make much sense.
Yeah. I've thought about it recently though. Like it might be a possibility. I might go back to school and do something. I just gotta look into that more. It might not be. It'll probably be a while before I make a decision like that. But it is a possibility.
It's about timing. It's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah. Of course.
You gotta have the hunger for it.
Yeah.
Or how else would you devour it?
What's his motherfucking name? Rock. Yeah.
But yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
There's that, and then I started working, and then I stopped working, and then I started working again, and then I stopped again, and then there was a very big time in between my two different jobs.
Yeah.
I had to jump. I went to North Carolina for a month. I was thinking about moving down there.
Okay.
I met someone, and then things kind of fell out of it, but because of them, I was able to stay for a while.
Yeah.
It gave me purpose. As much as the situation had grown me, and in a relationship, things happen.
Right.
It really made me a better person in the end.
That's good. That's always good.
But it pushed me to work more because I wanted to work so I could treat people to things, not even just them, but just treat people to stuff. And I just spend way too much money now.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. I mean, I was kind of struggling for a little bit when I was in between jobs. I mean, I'm working again now, but it's like now I just don't have enough time anymore.
Yeah, it's
I was like, oh fuck, now I don't have time for things anymore,
No,
and it's a lot harder to do this.
Yeah,
especially with getting a guest on. That's why this took so long. Like I said, I do apologize, but now that this one's gonna be out of the way, we're back in full force. I promise.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
My problem is now that I work a lot,
mm-hmm.
and then with that work I get money, and then I buy things,
yeah.
and then I do nothing with those things that I've bought because I then proceed to work more.
Yes, it's the groaning, the worst parts of being a collector. It's
you spend way too much on one figure, and then you're just like, oh, I love this figure, but it's just like, what am I gonna do with it? It's gonna sit there. It's
just gonna sit on a shelf.
And here's the thing: is that I'm the worst type of collector. I'm like, oh, this Goku looks really cool. Let me take it out of the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like opening my figures. I think.
Yeah, I do too.
I think that there's no really a point of having it. There's not really a point to having a figure unless you're gonna open it up. I feel like because that's its purpose. Even if it's gonna diminish the value, is like, did you buy it just to look at it?
Toys are meant to be played with,
Yeah, remember
at
Woody?
the end of the day,
look at him now.
Yeah,
look at him. Nobody has him.
Yeah,
he's an independent toy that don't need no boy.
Nope.
No boy.
None of that.
No boy.
No boy. Anyway, man. So I have a bunch of topics here because just a bunch of general stuff in regards to Nintendo and Pokemon and some anime and all that, because we have that same interests and all that. We grew up together, doing a lot of that. Sharing that
growing thing.
Yeah, sharing those hobbies and all that. And we drifted for a little while, but we've come back now.
Tokyo drift.
And now we're looking to just to catch up and be like, hey, what did you think of this that happened in the last couple of years? So
yeah, we really didn't go over anything.
No, we didn't really have a chance to talk about it even then. So what better way to do it than now
on the podcast?
Yeah, exactly.
For everyone.
Now we have content.
If I have a wrong opinion, just completely obliterate me, because I can guarantee you, I will make you angry. To anyone that I haven't offended yet, don't worry, I'll get to you.
Anyway, so the first thing I have is the Smash Brothers DLC.
Yes.
We actually, I never ended up making it its own video because I could only watch the first half of the direct before I had another class.
Yeah.
Where it was also on my birthday, by the way. I had a final exam that I could not skip, or else I would get a 0 for the entire class for the whole school year. And like the school year is about to end, and like obviously I need this class to graduate, so of course my education comes first, unfortunately. So
stupid education.
Stupid fucking education. So that's why there's no reaction to like Hero and Banjo on my channel. But I did end up recording a reaction to Hero because it was the first thing in that Nintendo Direct.
Did we do Hero together?
Yes, we did. That's
We
what
did do Hero.
That's what I'm getting to. So it was our participation in government class. We were in the computer lab next to the library, and we were watching the direct. It was like me, you, and Chris Williams, and Anthony was there too. He like came in.
I remember that now. That completely burned from my brain.
I never posted that video, but when Sora came out, and that was like my comeback to YouTube after not making stuff for about 2 years. I ended up throwing it in a compilation of like all of my Smash reactions. I was like, hey, so
I made a cameo then, I guess.
Yeah, so you're in that.
I'm in that.
It was just a bunch. It was like all of the Smash Brothers reaction videos that I had over the years of all the characters getting revealed. At least the ones that I had, because obviously I didn't have all of them.
I probably also have that video now that I think about it, because I was just always recording my reaction to things.
Yeah.
And just never uploading it.
I mean, it's on my channel. You can go check it out. It's
guess I have
all
it
of
then.
my Smash
You can go check it
reactions.
out.
Yeah, Billy's in that.
I'm in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of each of the characters? We'll start out with Joker.
So Joker actually got me into the Persona series. I love the Persona series now. I'm waiting for I started 4, and then they announced that it was going to be coming to Switch, and I was like, I'd rather play it on there, so I'm just not going to touch it now. And I was like, I got like an hour or two into the game, and then they announced that, and I was like, well,
wow.
not going to do that then. I actually also have it for the PS Vita, because I got it for free off some guy.
You got a Vita?
I don't have a Vita.
Oh, you don't have a Vita?
That's why I have not played it. If I could play it on the go, I would.
Yeah. I only knew about the character because of all the hype around.
I knew nothing about the character.
Like, because I had heard some like whispers about Persona, but I like knew nothing about it. So I was just like, oh, but like I was excited. I was like, wow, that's really cool. Like I have a reaction to it up on my channel because it was during the Game Awards. It was like the night before Smash Ultimate came out.
Well, he
they
did steal the
first
show.
revealed him. Yeah, it was it was a good time though. I really enjoyed that. But like I just personally, even still, like I got Persona 5 when I got my PS5. I haven't played it yet though.
I got it for the Switch. I got the Steelbook edition.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, the standard and the Steelbook edition cost the same price at launch.
Oh.
So you could just buy the Steelbook edition.
Huh.
I did that.
I mean, yeah, why wouldn't you if they're the same price?
No clue. Don't know why they just didn't make them all Steelbooks.
That's weird.
Or at least make it like a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, I was going to say, don't they usually make like pre-order bonuses like Steelbooks, and it's just like an empty Steelbook they give you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something super annoying. I pre-ordered Sonic Forces. I know I'm getting off topic, but I pre-ordered Sonic Forces, and it said it came with a Steelbook, and I specifically ordered it for the Switch, and it came with like a regular size Steelbook, and I was so let down by that, like a disc Steelbook.
Oh wait, the Frontiers.
Frontiers. I always say
No, I get it. I've almost said Forces instead of Frontiers.
I've done it several times.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Sonic Foot.
Well, I watched was it Alex C&D's unboxing, and he got both the Steelbooks, the one from Best Buy and the one from GameStop, and they were both the disc one. But he ended up getting the PS5 version anyway, so it was fine. Didn't matter. That's dumb though.
Yeah, it is.
I figured at least it would have like two spots, like a little spot for the Switch cartridge and then a spot for a disc.
I also feel like it would have been cheaper because they already have like the prints.
Yeah, exactly.
For the
like just
put a different cover on.
Yeah,
it.
that way you just make one Steelbook and you save a lot of money that way instead of making two different ones. Like one for the Switch for this like little tiny cartridge, you'd probably naturally make the Steelbook smaller anyway.
Yeah.
To match the size of the
Save
Switch case.
more money.
Yeah.
Less steel. It's not steel.
It's not even steel. Yeah. Oh my god, that's amazing though.
Yeah. What was the next?
Hero.
Hero, my main. I love Hero.
Oh, he's your main.
I love Hero.
Okay.
He got announced. Anytime a character got announced for Smash, I then went out and bought their game.
Oh, okay. That's
which
cool.
Which is kind of what they do with the franchises.
I mean, yeah, it's like a cross promotion thing. They kind of want you to go buy the games that they're, especially with Smash, like the newer Smash games, like cross promotion and advertising.
So I think
Corrin's like a prime example of that. Like I feel like Corrin was definitely just added to promote Fire Emblem Fates. Like there's no like the timing with that.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see exactly what you're saying.
That's why people were pissed when Corrin got added, because it was like
Corrin.
Not only was it another Fire Emblem character, but it was one for a new game that wasn't even out in the US yet.
So it's not DLC, but I feel like Chrom really wasn't needed.
Oh, I was excited for Chrom though, because I wanted him in Smash 4. Because I thought he looked cool from like the promotional stuff from Fire Emblem Awakening. I was like, oh, he looks cool.
Yeah, but he's just like his haircut just looks
after they added Robin and Lucina, it felt redundant to have him in there.
Yeah, it's three characters from specifically.
Plus, they didn't even change Robin's final Smash.
Yeah, he's still in that.
So like you could have Chrom beating the shit out of like the same Chrom.
I wish they implemented something for Pokemon Trainer that they did for Project M, where the character where you can have specifically one Pokemon if you chose to, because I thought that was unique, because they already have Charizard having a down B. They just would have needed to give a down B to both Squirtle and Ivysaur, and that could have been very, very as broken as they are already. I felt like that could have made them more viable.
I feel like at the same time though, I feel like it's better that they're a 3-in-1 because of the fact that Zelda and Sheik were separated.
No, the reason
it made the transformation what I'm saying is,
you know how
unique.
You can select which starter or you start.
Oh yeah,
if you select
you start them
you
from the beginning.
You just be like, oh yeah, I just want to be Squirtle.
Oh okay.
Or I just want to be Ivysaur.
Yeah. No, I know what you're saying. It's like how they separated the three in Project M and all that. I mean, they don't like Project M. Nintendo doesn't like mods. Nintendo doesn't like mods. So
if they don't like mods, then they shouldn't brick 2 of my DSs by just doing nothing. I had the Majora's Mask 3DS XL as well as the new Nintendo 2DS
it's
XL.
Bricked?
Pokemon. They just bricked.
For what? You didn't homebrew them or anything?
I've never modded any of my softwares, but both of them bricked.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm very annoyed, and I cannot use them for anything. And if I want to get,
I hate hearing that.
If I have to use, so the Majora's Mask one, anything that has to do with the home screen does not work.
Jeez.
You can put a game in, press A immediately, it'll play the game. But if you have anything that like you try and go to like the eShop, if you try like you have to go anything into the settings, it turns off.
That's fucked.
And then the Pokeball one just won't even turn on.
Oh.
I have only bought I have never modded a Nintendo product. I've never bought a third party.
I modded a couple Wiis. That's it though.
Well, that was my breaking point.
Yeah.
After that I modded a Game Boy Advance.
Oh, okay.
Put a backlit screen and a USB-C charger. Love my Game Boy.
Oh,
Advance.
wow.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's a nice little upgrade.
Yeah,
I'd say
just
so.
the backlit. It wasn't even that much work. Honestly,
the USB-C thing alone. I feel like
you can put a USB-C charger. Like people just
like
sell
that's cool though. That's what I mean. Like,
yeah, no, it is cool, but it's just like people act like it's a lot harder to mod them. It's literally just unscrewing it, putting in like a ribbon cable, and that's it. I love my ADHD because I just get off on topic.
Yeah, no, I was gonna. I just realized we went completely off topic.
That's what happens.
Yeah, no, that tends to happen a lot on here, but it's all right. It makes the conversation a lot more broad and all that. So, what did you think of Hero getting added to Smash though?
Hero, what did I think of it? I think it's funny because we didn't even talk about that.
We're
just like,
yeah.
Hero getting added to Smash. At first, I was real resilient of it. The main reason I liked it was because of the fact that I love Akira Toriyama.
The closest thing to Dragon Ball.
The closest
in Smash.
thing you'll ever get to a Dragon Ball character in Smash. But I love the fact that he's in it. It makes sense for him to be in it.
Yeah.
Just like Banjo.
I didn't know how to react to the Hero getting in. I was like, oh wow, like that looks broken. Like
he is broken.
Yeah.
I specifically try and like limit how much I use whack and thwack. And my friends swear that I get a crit every like 2 moves, but it's like every like 2 games we play.
Yeah, I tried Hero out I couldn't figure out how to use them.
I love them.
I was just I don't know. If it was like the whole like moveset thing was like too complicated for my head.
Metal Slash doesn't have to exist. It only works if you're fighting another hero.
Yeah.
I
remember seeing that move. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that only works in a situation with him.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people play hero together.
Yeah, no, I don't see too many matchups like that. Usually it's only one person.
That's my main though.
That's cool.
That Pokemon trainer and actually Link.
That's cool.
Long
Usually when I play now, whenever I do, I tend to go for Banjo or Sonic or sometimes Pokemon Trainer.
Wow.
I don't know.
No, I missed the little the Pokemon trainer in the Wii remote yelling at me. Go for it!
Oh yeah,
I missed that.
Oh yeah, the little Wii remote sound effects. You know that was a trend on TikTok
it was
for a while.
Trend, yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I wish.
That was amazing.
Could you imagine if your Joy-Con screamed at you?
Oh, that would be great.
I have drift.
It makes me wish that they had a speaker or something, or like I don't know, make like sound effects out of the HD rumble. I don't know. Like really just like get people going like holy shit.
The shit's haunted.
Yeah. What do you think of Banjo? That's the thing I wish I would have gotten a reaction for, but I was in class. But that was like, okay, this is the best birthday ever. Like I was so happy. I was like over the roof. I was like, this is all I needed. I didn't even need anything else. I didn't need any other character. I was like, Banjo, 100%. Like I'm happy. I would have been happy with just Banjo and never have any DLC again.
I don't really care for Banjo.
You don't care for Banjo.
Yeah,
no.
You were popping off, and I was like,
yeah, I saw you looking like each way. I'm like, okay, like what is he about to say?
I'm not that big. I think that his character, I think he was essential for the game, but I feel like I don't like how he plays. I've tried to sit down and play Banjo and Kazooie several times.
I have it for the N64 and I love it. I gotta play the rest of it though.
For me,
that's okay.
It's weird because I try.
It's like some games I don't like as much that other people do. It's just everyone's got their tastes. That's all.
It's just. I feel like it's such a big part of culture. It's like if you hate on something that's like very popular, it is very hard for you to keep your stance on it because people will just like down throw.
You could also just be like, no, I don't care. This is how I feel.
I care about how people feel.
People have opinions. It is what it is.
But yeah, I was kind of just like, that's cool. I have friends that love this, but this ain't really for me. It's like this.
That's all right, man.
It's like this porridge is too hot.
That's fucking great. What about Terry? I had no idea who he was. When I have my reaction to Terry on YouTube. I had no idea who he was. Like I think I'd seen
my
him
exact
somewhere
reaction
before.
Was who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's cool. I like his design. I like fighting games more so now than
I like his fighting style in the game though. I think it's really cool.
I think he sticks to what it's SNK, right?
Yes.
No, is it?
Yeah, it is.
It's SNK?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I think it was? Is King of Fighters and SNK? Or,
yes.
Yeah, they're the same thing.
I only know that because Terry's in Smash, by the way.
I know one of the other protagonists. I know what he looks like because me and my friends had this thing because I played the 7 Deadly Sins game.
Oh, okay.
For the phone. And another one of the SNK like King of Fighters characters was in it. So right. I was like, if you link this to this and to this means that Meliodas is technically a part of the Smash universe.
Yeah.
Because these characters. I just like linking things like that. It's like
just for fun.
Yeah, I just think it's funny.
Yeah. The lore.
Lori.
Just some shit like that. I don't know. Yeah, I had no idea who Terry was, but I was like, all right, that's cool. I think I like recognized Terry because of seeing like screenshots of him like fighting Ken, because I know like
they have a similar-esque style and way of fighting.
Right. Yeah, I think I had seen something along the lines of that at some point in my life, and I was like, okay, maybe that's what that is, and then I found out, okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah. I could not
have guessed who it was. You could have like at that time you could have given me 1,000 guesses.
They had that like cinematic of all the characters like I was like trying to grab the envelope.
Yeah.
And like I was like, who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
I usually did like live streams on Instagram, and I wouldn't even show what I was watching.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, whoa, like that's kind of cool, and I'd be like, yeah.
You just had to be watching it at the same time, or like line it up on your own later on or something. I don't know.
I did plan.
How about Byleth?
Byleth?
I thought it was hilarious to see people get really pissed off at the fact that Byleth was the final one of the first
I love Three Houses.
wave. I got Three Houses because it was like on sale for Black Friday like 2 years ago. I haven't played it yet.
I think Three Houses is great.
I still haven't actually played a Fire Emblem game. Like,
get on that.
I know.
If
I
you-
want
if
it.
you
No,
wanna
no.
borrow, I have
You know what?
everyone.
My issue is I've been wanting to play Awakening for years. I don't have it. So
That's the one I can't give you. That's the one I
Yeah.
have digital.
It's okay. You don't need to. I have it on my Christmas list this year, actually. So I might get it. I don't know.
What was I gonna say? I genuinely like. I don't know how I feel about Byleth as a character. I'm a huge fan of the Blue Lions. Blue Lions are great, but I just think that I feel like his attacks were kind of lackluster.
Yeah, no, I couldn't really get around Byleth too much. I played him. I was like, okay, this is kind of cool, but like I don't know. I didn't really care. Oh shit. When did that stop?
I was trying to point it out, but I wasn't sure.
You could have told me.
Well, it like just came up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it times out every 30 minutes.
Every 30 minutes it does
Yes. Yeah.
that. So should I just go bam? It's.
Yeah, if I don't, I should have told you. I keep forgetting to tell people that. That's my own fault. I'm so sorry for the last like 2 minutes. There was no video, but
Oh, so they just hear us and it was in blackness.
well, I'll just probably put something like a still up on the screen or something.
Just like can you put? I'm asking for a special request. If you ever watch Mike Myers, The Cat in the Hat, there's this picture of the cat and it's just like
Hang in there, baby.
That can you put that in that? And if you can you put the?
I got you.
The music.
I probably can't put the music, but
I feel like the music isn't copyrighted, but anyway.
I'll just put the still up for people watching the YouTube video.
I'm a huge Mike Myers
You're welcome.
person. Thank you. It's for me.
So back to Byleth.
Love him as a character. I stay true. I always play female. I always choose male for all my rules whenever I play Fire Emblem.
Okay.
So I was like, okay with the female swaps, but it made sense for him like Sothis or Edelgard. I really do not like, as much as I love Dimitri as a character, Dimitri Byleth looks horrible. That's the Blue Lion.
That's the blue guy.
The blue guy with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Does not look right on him.
No.
He looks like someone we went to school with.
Oh, the alt for him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, what does he look like?
I thought with like the blonde hair, it kind of reminded me of John Sharon when he was.
Yeah. Shout out to John Sharon. I'm getting him on.
You are?
At some point, yeah.
Love that guy.
Shout out to John Sharon.
Shout out to John Sharon.
What'd you think of Min Min?
Min Min?
That was the first of Fighter Pass number 2.
Biggest flop.
I thought it was too little, too late.
So yeah, it was way too late in order for them to
really like push ARMS, but at the same time, like Smash Ultimate was like in development before ARMS, like after ARMS was announced or something.
I feel like
I didn't know. I don't know. Something like that.
They could have done a different character. They could have.
It's
the possibility of scrapping a character. I feel like that's not the first time that might have happened. I feel like other characters have been in Smash, like were planned, but then just scripted.
Honestly, though, who could they really realistically have picked
Instead of Min Min?
Yeah,
A bunch of people.
Because think about it.
Springman
was a assist trophy, so they weren't gonna.
I'm not saying an ARMS character. I didn't think it had to be an ARMS character.
Oh, I thought we were talking about.
No,
Oh, okay.
I don't. I'm just saying any other Nintendo character.
Yeah,
it didn't
no.
have to be Min Min. Like
I think they just wanted to put a character from ARMS in to begin with.
I feel like it didn't even boost sales of ARMS. Honestly, I feel like it was just.
Yeah, no one was. I don't think anyone was going to be buying ARMS. I played that for the first week it came out, and I never touched it again.
I thought it was a cool concept with the whole like.
Yeah, no, I did too.
Out.
Don't get me wrong, but it just didn't last very long.
Too much
for me.
physical activity for my fatness. I just was not for me. As much I probably played it more than most of my friends. I think I'm the only one of my friends that bought it.
Yeah,
but I definitely did not. One
I
thing
bought it at launch.
So did I.
Yeah.
Actually,
I played it for a week.
I went to
like,
a certain GameStop to go get it.
Yeah.
So something I really wish they did was I saw a sketch of Luffy in arms, because it makes a lot of sense.
Oh, okay.
I really wish they put Luffy in arms. That would have been great. That would have
Some
made
nice
the game.
collaboration.
That would have made the game.
That would have sold. That would
Because
have. People would have just bought it for the sake of, oh, there's a One Piece collab.
There's a One Piece collab. That's the main reason I bought Ninjala. I spent like $50 on Ninjala.
Oh.
If you remember that game.
I do, but I didn't play it. I never bought it.
I bought stuff for it.
It reminded me a lot of Splatoon. I was like, oh, that looks
there
cool.
was a Sonic crossover with it.
There was?
There was a Jujutsu Kaisen, my favorite anime, crossover in it.
Okay.
That had.
I never followed the game after like the first trailer, so.
No, I followed it like
idea.
the first thing they did, and then they announced like Sonic, and I was just like, I'll get into that, and then Jujutsu Kaisen, and I do this thing where I'll go into a franchise just for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I played I think it's Dead by Daylight.
Okay.
And I played it once, and I bought Ash Williams because I really like Evil Dead. And then I've never touched that game again after that, which I think is funny. I like doing things like that.
Yeah, I tend to do that too. Like I don't know. What was it? I think I bought DLC for one game, and I just I didn't go back to it after that. And I was like, oh shit, I just spent all this money.
No, I do that a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really do it as often with video games anymore, though, because I know that I'm not going to play it. Like, I think I've gotten smart enough to realize, like, listen, are you realistically going to play this game for a longevity? No.
So
wait for a price drop.
Last thing before we go back to the topic, because I somehow got us to Ash Williams.
Yeah.
From Min Min.
Yeah.
But anyway, oh shit. Don't die.
I'm not gonna die. I'm just getting over a cold.
Warmth should help. What was I gonna say? Damn, brain no worky. What was I in the middle of saying?
Ash Williams.
You talked about buying things for some like extensions.
Yeah.
I thought of I'm into this gacha game, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. I'm into this game.
Yeah.
And I have spent enough money on this game. I could buy a fairly nice car.
Jesus Christ!
Like I pre-ordered this game. It's a free game. I pre-ordered this game.
For mobile games, I think the only games I've spent like crazy amounts of money on,
Candy
but
Crush.
I haven't. No. I bought a bunch of premium currency for Family Guy: The Quest for Stuff a couple of years ago. It was like a city building Family Guy game. That's as far as I've gone with microtransactions, at least to that extent, though.
Oh,
I deleted that game though because there's like it's just like all the events they have are just the same thing over and over now. And they're not even interesting. They haven't done like actual like good collaborations in years. I remember when the game first came out, they had like a San Diego Comic-Con collab, and you could get Patrick Stewart in your game, and that was
Really?
that was like the coolest thing ever. And like the events were like fun and all that. And then like a couple of years went by, and they like the support for the game stopped. Like the game stopped being supported as much. They used to have like sound effects and like voice clips for every character they added. They stopped doing that. Now it's just like bare bones.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in well over a year.
So for all you know, they could be adding new content. And
no, I actually there's a YouTube channel I'm sub to that they actually like play the game
like continuously.
And yes.
Is there new content?
There is, but it's
lackluster.
It's even worse.
No, I was
like
gonna
in
say,
regards to like actually being worth it.
Didn't know about it, and it was
It's
just getting OD
it's
content.
just like
you're just
repeated
all this
costumes for like the Peter Griffin.
Yeah, it's just like
over
Peter
and
Green
over.
with the grit.
Here's a Peter Griffin with a pretty much. It's gotten to that point. Like it got to that point years ago. Like who the fuck knows like how low they could go, but they still do it. I mean, they pull stuff from new episodes though, from what I understand. But like I don't watch Family Guy like that anymore anyway.
Apparently there was like a new clip with like a hologram of Peter that like took over his like place in the family. Kind of like that one sketch of do you remember like the albino Peter?
Yes.
That's like one of my favorite clips. He's like, now we can do family things, and it's just like That's a great episode.
What'd you think of Steve from Minecraft getting added to Smash Brothers?
Mine and I tried to main him for a bit. I like Enderman.
Oh, actually, yeah, Steve is a character I play a lot because I love like trolling my brother whenever I play Smash with him because he fucking hates when I play as Steve because I'm like kind of good.
Kind of good with specifically Steve.
I don't know. I guess I could say that. I don't know. I don't play Smash enough anymore. But
I feel like if one other character would have been in, like that could have broke the internet, it was definitely Master Chief.
I didn't think that was gonna happen.
I
thought it was a little too unrealistic.
I think it was unrealistic, but I feel like if it happened, it would have broke the internet.
Oh yeah, no, definitely, 100%.
I would say, would you say it is so or more equal to Sora? Who do you think would have been more hype? Because a lot of people
Master
wanted
Chief
Sora.
probably would have been more hype, but for different reasons.
Yes, because it was more
Sora,
unlikely. But people said Sora was very unlikely.
Well, because of the legal
Disney.
stuff with Disney. That's why it took so long for it to happen. But I feel like it also was because of the fact that he was the most requested, so they wanted to save him for last anyway.
No, I'm just saying, like, if, like...
I'm still blown away that they were able to pull that off.
No, but I'm saying, like, Min Min's in the game. Min.
Well, that's a Nintendo character. They don't have to go through any hurdles for that.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, Min was in the game, but, like, no one was like, oh, yeah, Min.
Well, we also knew that it was going to be a character from ARMS.
Yeah.
Because they announced that months prior.
And it could have been Luffy, if that could have happened.
Yeah. That would have been...
Luffy
from
Smash.
I mean, if they're gonna put one anime character in, they gotta put more. Like, they can't just leave it at Goku. That's why, like, Goku never happened, because it's like if you put Goku and you gotta put Luffy and you gotta put Naruto and you gotta
Naruto's got more of a place than Luffy, I feel.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
My bad. Just touched your leg.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. There's not much space here.
And whose fault is that? Doesn't seem like it's mine.
I didn't build this house. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The table used to be over there. You're actually the first guest to be here with the table sitting here, actually.
Is Jake always here? When did you get here?
I've had that for years.
Was that a
It wasn't always in the
I was saying, did you get
the
him
studio
at the
setup.
St. Rocco's?
No, I got that at Dave & Buster's in like 2013.
Dave & Buster's isn't that great.
I mean, I got it in like 2013, so I was still little. Didn't matter.
I'm just not a fan of Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, no, I went to Dave & Buster's like right when arcades reopened on Long Island, like after COVID, and I was just like, I mean, it's okay.
But
like, I don't know. I was just there
for
like a little bit. I didn't end up getting anything anyway. I was just playing some games, and
I have like a resentment for Dave & Buster's. I really don't like Dave & Buster's. It's Dave & Buster's.
Are you a Round 1 fan?
It's not even because of the fact that I like Round 1. It's just by comparison, they're way better.
Oh yeah, no, Round 1 is like Round 1 is better.
I'm gonna tell you a little bit of a story. On our prom night,
yeah,
I had a really shitty prom night, and just like the thing that I was like looking forward to.
You also came to prom in just a T-shirt with a suit graphic on it.
I did come in a tuxedo T-shirt.
I'll put it up on screen if I can find it.
You just don't find it. I'm just holding nothing right here.
No. I'm pretty sure I have something.
It's definitely somewhere.
Something on my Snapchat.
It's just
in my Snapchat memories, I definitely have something.
It's definitely in a conversation with us because you definitely have sent it to me again.
Yeah. No. I definitely have it then. Yeah.
But my prom night, besides actually being there, did not have a great time. And
it's all right, man.
Well, I feel like a lot of people don't have the best prom nights, but that's regardless of the problem.
Mine was fine.
After that, I went to Dave & Buster's. I always call it Dave & Buster's. It's Dave & Buster's. But I always say David & Buster's because it's his full name.
David and Buster's.
It wouldn't be Dave & Bust. It's David & Buster's. I prefer to call it that. So, David & Buster's. Our prom night, I went there, and I had like a horrible prom. I spent $75. I spent more money on a Dave & Buster's card than I did my prom fit.
Well, yeah, you came in a T-shirt with a suit graphic on it.
But it was like $25.
And like you came in fucking jeans too, right?
They were nice jeans. Regardless of that, I spent $75 on a Dave and Buster's card, but I was like such in a funk because of the night, and then I had the card, and I was like, I played like 2 games, and then I had to go chase down one of my friends because something was going on, and I come back inside and I hear Dave and Buster's is closing in 10 minutes. Get ready. So I was like, I have $75 Dave and Buster's card, and it's still sitting in my house. And I just have a resentment for it because I'm just like, I hate this. I hate that this exists.
You should use it.
No, because round 1's better.
Yeah, that's true.
The prizes.
I think I still have one too from when I went last year. I just I don't know. I haven't been back to Dave and Buster's, so I haven't used it.
Who's next on the Smash board?
Did we even finish talking about Steve and Alex?
I was like, I was saying how I was like,
we ended up talking about Master Chief.
Yeah.
Instead.
I like the Enderman. I've always been a huge fan of Enderman.
Yeah.
So I was dealing with that for.
Yeah, they didn't even have to do all that.
They didn't have to. I
thought that was nice.
Slight, just me being me nitpick. Wish that Enderman's head was a bit smaller for his body, so it would make more sense.
Yeah,
but that's just me.
I mean, they changed the size of the arms and legs.
Yeah, they made them thinner. I was just like,
yeah,
it could have been a little bit smaller. Because I think Alex has a smaller head too.
It might have just. Did she?
Yeah, she has the female to male characters are like the actual characters in Minecraft itself.
Okay.
So
okay, well, yeah, that makes sense. They do a lot of attention to detail in Smash, so
yeah,
that's cool. Did you like the addition of Steve?
I did. I didn't like the addition of Steve. I tried to troll with him for a bit because he's just a troll character at the end of the day. I feel like no one says Steve, and it's just like I'm like the best Steve player ever.
Yeah,
just like can't take them seriously.
Yeah,
so
no, the amount of videos
character
I've seen of people just like obliterating someone with Steve.
Yeah, it's
with the most like bullshit like fucking factors.
It's never like, just because they want to be.
Yeah, no, it's all just for jokes, and I like that though. I think that's what makes Smash fun.
Yeah,
even if you're getting like unfairly obliterated, it's still fun. I don't know. I loved the fact that Steve was added. I thought it was like I was like, there's no way that Minecraft Steve will be added to Smash, but sure enough, here we are.
Like Minecraft.
Yeah, and. I'm not complaining, though. I think it's hilarious.
I think you're complaining.
I'm not complaining. What are you talking about? I thought it was funny. I was like, this is hilarious.
Is he a joke
They
to
did
you?
it. No, yes.
Is he a joke to
Yes,
you?
actually. They did it, but they did it in the...
Minecraft Steve is my favorite character.
They did it in the best
fiction.
way possible, I feel like. How else were they gonna be able to do it?
To the Minecraft dimension with
like
you.
The physics of Minecraft and like the movement of the character is so limited compared to like
I love that Sonic, I don't know why. I thought it was funny that Sonic specifically sent Mario to the Minecraft dimension.
Yeah, in the trailer. Because it starts out.
Why Sonic? No
fuck.
clue. The only reason I could think being was like, Mario's only real competition in the his days was originally Sonic, and now it's like Minecraft has like overthrown Mario in every way. Yeah,
Minecraft's now the best-selling game of all time, so
not franchise though.
Well, yeah.
Pokémon holds that title.
Well, yeah. I don't think that's ever going to change.
Yeah.
I mean, if they can drop an unfinished game and sell over 10 million copies in 3 days and have it be the biggest launch for a Nintendo game ever, I don't think they're going to be stopping anytime soon.
The game is great. You're just a hater. The game is fun.
Okay.
We'll
get to that. We're still going through the Smash characters.
Who do you have left? How many?
Sephiroth, Pyron, Mithra, Kazuya, and Sora. So, how about Sephiroth? What do you think of Sephiroth?
Sephiroth. I'm not the hugest Final Fantasy fan.
I don't know enough about Final Fantasy. I was just like excited because we were finally getting Final Fantasy VII content in Smash Brothers.
Yeah, because
Cloud it was very lackluster.
I was hyped.
Yeah.
I did the little event to get him early.
Yeah, I did too.
Kicked his ass with So here's a joke that we have. I'm gonna keep this one brief because it's
okay.
Because I keep going off topic. But I have this joke in my group, and it stays true that the only character, whenever one of my best friends pulls out Sephiroth, I'm really bad at pronouncing his name.
It's okay.
But I always kick his ass with a specific me, being Mista from JoJo that I've personally made.
I still have to watch JoJo.
JoJo's great, but that's besides the topic because we need to keep moving forward.
Yeah.
But Mista has just been undefeated against him. It's just great to me.
Nice.
Just like there's like this Omni God with his dark presence, and then Mista from JoJo that just destroys him.
That's awesome, man. How about Pyra and Mithra?
So, fun fact about Pyra and Mithra, I bought Xenoblade 2 before they got announced.
Yeah.
I was like excited when I saw them because I was really hoping it was going to be Rex. I got like, I want to say like 30 hours into Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Yeah.
And then for some reason I didn't really like finish it. I got stuck at this one boss. So when like I found out that it was Pyra and Mithra and not Rex, I was a bit tight.
Yeah.
Just because it was just like Rex was my guy. I was like, this I don't anime boobs, that's great. But I was like, this dude's a homie. It's just like the GOAT. And I was like, this is my guy. And he kind of just got sidebarred. He's a taunt.
Honestly, I wasn't even
He's a slime.
Though. He already got a Mii costume.
So did Chrom.
Well, that Mii costume existed in
And
Smash
Splatoon.
4. Those Mii costumes existed in Smash 4. That's why they got
No, but I hate
over.
seeing like the Rex next to like the Pyra and Mithra. Like Mii. It just bothers me with his big head.
Yeah, no, I
agree.
Seeing some Mii costumes next to characters, it's kind of like, yeah, it's like kind of cool, but it's like I wish they were playable.
I think that Sonic needed a second rep.
Yeah, I was honestly... I think not having Shadow was like the biggest missed opportunity for Echo Fighters.
They could have just gave him Joker's block.
Like to this day, the fact that Shadow the fucking Hedgehog was not added...
They could have literally...
They introduced the idea of Echo Fighters and did not go full force with it and did not add Shadow the fucking Hedgehog to the game.
Isabelle
was a semi-clone, not even considered an Echo Fighter. She had her own number.
But Shadow couldn't get...
And Dr. Mario had his own number. But Dark Pit and Lucina didn't.
A lot of people were banking on there being like an Echo Fighter pack. Like I was really
I figured they would have done something like that too, like throw in a couple Echoes and like I don't know. Even if it's not like the most exciting new characters, at least we're getting these characters. That's why that's the only reason Daisy got in the game was because she was so similar to Peach. They could make a...
It's upsetting that like basically the whole Mario gang is just what.
Yeah, it really does feel incomplete, especially when you throw Daisy in there too. It's like
Daisy makes a cameo, but
it's like
no. I know
from the beginning when Daisy got announced, I was like, oh my god, Daisy, but no Waluigi.
It's also so weird to think that Piranha Plant's in there.
Yeah,
because it's like that. Piranha Plant is a great member to the roster, but was he needed? No. It's kind of like I think it was just. I think it was probably just them testing the waters.
Yeah, from what Sakurai said in an interview, I think it was just a matter of like, let's see if I can make a character out of a Mario enemy.
Yeah,
and like,
well, we already had.
People were like, I remember people were saying like either jokingly or even legitimately that they wanted Goomba in the game. But
Goomba would have been great.
Goomba doesn't have fucking arms, bro.
That's my Super Slugger's main.
Yeah, he like holds the fucking bat and it's like floating.
Yeah,
and shit.
It floats. You know, Ghastly learns Ice Punch, right?
Yeah, that still doesn't make sense to me.
Use his head. Bellsprout.
That's no punch though. That's just a fucking headbutt.
Yeah.
Make it make sense, Pokemon Company. What are you doing?
Hooper learns Ice Punch.
Yet again, they released Scarlet and Violet in the condition.
Stop hating.
All right, okay.
Game's great.
Okay, what'd you think of Kazuya?
Kazuya, yet again, I knew a bit more of Tekken than I did know of SNK. So I was like, I guess it's okay. Like, I wasn't, like, off-thrown by it.
Yeah, I think Kazuya was, like, the most underwhelming reveal for me.
Honestly, I
was like, oh, that's awesome.
But I feel like Kazuya made more sense than
Terry,
honestly.
Yeah, I figured we were gonna get a Tekken character at some point because of Namco's involvement.
I thought maybe
I just
even
figured
a SoCal character.
I figured it would have happened a lot sooner. Like it happened. Like he was the second to last character.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay. Well, this was a fucking given. Like.
Yeah, I thought that we would have gotten a Soul Calibur character just because the whole the thing with Link.
Mm-hmm. Yet they won't re-release Soul Calibur 2. They re-released it on other systems, but they haven't re-released the Nintendo version.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I own it for the GameCube.
Yeah, I wanna get that. That's one of the GameCube games I still really want to get.
I got a stack of GameCube games that I got off some guy.
Oh, that's sick, dude.
And they were one of them was Soul Cal.
Nice.
Other ones were Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess for the GameCube.
Oh, like what was it the bonus disc?
No, it's not the bonus. They did a release.
Oh.
They did a release for Majora's Mask and
oh yeah,
Twilight Princess.
Yeah, no,
there is a bonus disc that has both of them now, I believe.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now. I remember seeing something like that. So
after Kazuya is
Sora, the last one.
Sora, the last one. So here's my thing with Kingdom Hearts. I've tried getting. It's kind of like the same thing with Banjo-Kazooie, where it's like, but there's more so to it. It's like you really have to go into depths into Kingdom Hearts to get into it.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it is that I'm just like,
the lore is very deep with
the
that
lore
franchise.
is very deep. But my other thing is I have slight memories of my cousin Liam playing Kingdom Hearts as a kid. We went on like a upstate trip as kids, and he had like a portable screen for his GameCube. And I remember him and me playing Kingdom Hearts. I think it might have been 2. And that was like my only the only memories I have of Kingdom Hearts as a child. And then I tried getting into it as a kid. I'm like, kids have really short attention span. Like this, like they're just gonna sit here and like,
yeah, it's very convoluted.
Yeah, it's like, this is sort of where the plot gets a little convoluted.
Yeah.
It just a lot.
Very convoluted for a Disney game.
And for a child.
Yeah.
Friendship, darkness.
I mean, I'm sure it's worth it if you're like really into it, though.
No, some people get really into it. I
know there's like diehard Kingdom Hearts fans out there.
I know a couple.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah. It's just, ain't for me, I guess.
All right, I bought the collection on PS4.
I also have it for the PS4.
Yeah, I gotta actually. I think it's still sealed. I didn't even open it. It's
the funny thing is
sitting on my shelf.
I opened mine. I played it for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it. It just like it takes. If it can't grab me quickly, then I don't know.
Yeah. No, I get it. But I just end up like buying a game, playing it for a bit, and then forgetting about it the next day. And then like a year later, I'm like, oh wait, fuck! I bought this game and didn't finish it. Yeah. And then I still don't go back to it.
So something that me and my friends will do.
That's like 90% of my game collection, which is why if I could stream, it would be a good reason for me to play through them. But my internet is terrible.
Do Fire Emblem, get an Ethernet.
Yeah, no, I'm looking to do something like that.
I've bought off-topic thing. I bought an Ethernet, and my dad was like, "We're gonna run it through the attic to your room," and it has been 2 years since he's put it in the attic, but not to my room.
Yeah.
So last month, I went and I bought another Ethernet, and I just ran it to my room. Just it sits on the floor.
Yeah.
Just very funny because my dad's like, I bought this first one, and it's in the attic already. Just have to put the wire down to my room. We just haven't done it.
You should do it.
Nah, it's too much effort.
Do it.
50-foot.
Do it.
50-foot cable that I bought.
Do it. It'll be worth it.
I already have it. It's just more effort.
Do some streaming.
My computer's not strong enough. Once I have a strong enough computer, I'll get into it.
Okay. All right.
Because I had an Alienware, and then I had a regular HP Dell computer. And I was in the situation where my parents got a divorce. My dad got me this HP. The better one I had was the Alienware. And I felt like my dad would be very upset if I just didn't use the one that he got me. Yeah. So when I moved in from my mother's house to my dad's house, I couldn't use the better computer. So I gave it to my best friend. And I was just like, I just have this doo-doo computer now. And my dad's like, I would have preferred I don't care. Just use the better one. And I was like, well, I wish you told me that before I reset it and gave it to someone.
Oh, man.
But it's whatever. They make a lot more out of it than I feel like I currently can. So when I get to it, I'll get to it.
Well, I hope you do soon.
So hopefully.
You should do some streaming.
No,
I'm looking to do the same.
The last stream that I did, I got super annoyed because I told my family, I was like, I can't do anything from this time to this time because I'm going to be doing a stream.
Yeah.
And then my family, like mid-video, the video ends.
Yeah.
On me going, well, Migs, I was trying to do a video. He's like, but I need your fucking help. He's like screaming at me. And I was like, but I said I couldn't do anything. He's like, he's like, all right, don't fucking help. And then I just go, and I take off my headset, I slam it on my desk.
Shout out to Migs.
Shout out to Migs. Don't know where he is. Hello.
Hi, Migs.
Come home. You think it's a joke?
So what did you think of Sora being in Smash?
I think that is an excellent way to just link those two. I think that it's great. I think that he was needed. Something me and my friends do is we give characters personalities inside of the game.
Yeah.
Like
a machinima.
Yeah, so Edward, previous guest.
Yes.
Edward.
Shout out to Eddie No Hands.
Eddie No Hands. Don't know why, but we did this thing where it was like I was Link, Ob was Sephiroth, and Octavio was Ganon, and what do you call it? Then Edward was Sora.
Yeah.
And for some reason, it was just like, because if you know Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Spoiler, Sephiroth is in.
Yes.
That
I actually do know.
So they were like, oh yeah, then Octavio's my villain, so I'll be fighting. It was me and Ob teamed up against Octavio and Edward. And Edward just had this obsession with Ganon. He was like, Ganon, you're my friend now. And it's just like, so we that's like the real attachment that I've had to Sora. It wasn't even like anything that I've known from Kingdom Hearts. It's just Edward's impersonation of him and him being like, Ganon, no, don't hurt Ganon. And then it's just like, and it kind of sounds like it's like a
sounds
mix.
like a film cow video.
It's like like the voice is kind of like a mix of like the voices from like the Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Film cow.
And then like
sounds like film cow voice.
Like,
oh fuck! It happened again.
Do. There's just that.
It's okay. We were distracted.
So it's a clip from that, or not? It's more of that, and then there's also, it kind of sounds like the Michael Jackson from South Park. No, that's ignorant. It's like a mixture of those two.
Yeah.
And it's just like, don't you hurt my Ganon! And then it's just like, it's that. And then Octavio would be like, get the fuck off of me!
I gotta see that in action.
It's great. It really is great. And then just me and Alba just complete silence. Like, what the fuck's going on over there?
All right, so we now that we've finally gotten through all the Smash DLC.
Smash.
Yeah. Let's talk about Pokémon.
Pokémon. Great game.
Let's talk about the newer Pokemon games.
Where do you want to start?
All right, so
you want to start Sun and Moon or Sword and Shield?
Well, I got Sun like a few months after it came out. I played like the first like Island Challenge and never picked the game up again. No real reason. I just never went back to it.
So
Sword I also bought, and I was like, okay, like I think I got bored, and it was kind of the same thing. I don't know. Even though Liam kept yelling at me, beat Sword, because he got Shield, because I was getting Sword, and then he played through Shield, and I still haven't played through the game. I'm sorry, Liam.
He's not.
Hey, don't speak for me. Fuck you.
Well, if you're that sorry, why aren't you doing it?
Because I fucking forgot, man.
You were sick. You could have played.
I opened up Violet and I was like, this fucking sucks.
All right, so Sun and Moon. If I have to give an honest opinion, mid. Ultra Sun and Moon, great games.
I didn't play
Ultra Sun and Moon are like
I don't even own
better.
those.
It's like
I've heard.
It's like Black and White compared to it's not like Black and White.
It's like Black and White 2.
Black and White 2 is way better than Black and White. Like they're not even on the same level.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree with you on that.
What was the other? After that, it went Sword and Shield. Or well, there was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Let's Go Pikachu Eevee. I feel like a lot of people didn't give it a chance. It was more so made to be like an in-between for the people that were playing Pokemon Go that wanted in.
It was an experiment
to get back into Pokemon.
For a home console Pokemon main series game.
It was
in the waters.
It was pretty good. I feel like it wasn't.
From what I played, I enjoyed. I didn't beat it.
Kanto for like the 5th time.
I mean, hey, it's something. It was the first time on a home console, so I mean,
Gen 8.
It made sense.
Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I actually really like Meowth evolution.
Oh, the new one, Perseeker, right?
It's Berserker, but
Berserker.
I prefer.
I didn't play him.
I prefer to pronounce it Persker.
Persker.
Because that was how I read it at first. I was like Persker, and it kind of just stuck with me.
Yeah.
I have two. But me and my friends like to play competitive Pokemon, but like competitive amongst us.
Okay.
Among us, anyway. It's the four of us.
Jesus fucking Christ.
And it's it's starting to become more and more. It's bridging outwards to the rest of our friend group. But
yeah.
It's me, Bully, and Ob, and Ak. And we'll go into do multi-battles. It's like, we used to do this thing where we span a wheel to get to get teammates.
Yeah.
Bosch, if you're hearing this, please contact me. Bosch was a name of Octavio in the party. He was like, who'd be a stronger fusion? A fusion of Jack Coyle and Matt Coyle, or Billy and Josh.
Fusion. No. The idea of a fusion of Jack and Matt sounds hilarious to me. I don't know why.
I call that fusion jacked.
Jacked. Well, yeah.
I
mean, he probably would be.
He would be.
Yeah.
Love my Coyle. Anyway, and then in silence, it was like Octavio was like, "What would a fusion of Billy and Josh's name even be?" And then it was just like a sudden gasp with me and him at the exact same time. So it's just like in unisec, it was Bosch, and then the name just stuck. So we just call him Bosch. Same kind of thing happened with Boolean, where it was originally King Julian, but then we talked about the Ing Ulian verse, where it's like a multiverse of him specifically.
Yeah.
And the one that stuck was Bing Boolean, and then Boolean it's just who he is now.
Just stuck.
But
I like that.
Me, Boolean, Ak, and Ob will play Pokemon in multi-battles, and like the reason I brought up Bosch is because we have a wheel, and Bosch played Pokemon with us like twice, and he kind of didn't do the best, and he blamed me.
Damn.
Even though he only brought 3 Pokemon, one was not even evolved, and the other one was just bad stat total.
Oh.
Blame me. Don't know why.
Damn.
Anyway, we have the wheel, and on the wheel it says contact Bosch, just to try and get him to join.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a funny thing, and the wheel just had a lot of things, like it was like my dad chooses, so it was like Richard chooses.
That's amazing, actually.
So,
I like that idea.
Yeah, it's like re-roll, run it back, and then just like specific names. And I don't know why. This was when me and Boolean had like this thing going on where we called each other like stupid names, and I was calling him Sandal Boy at the time. Just because he said I couldn't call him a certain nickname, I won't say it to save him. But he got me so mad. He was like, I really don't think that you call me that. I was like, all right, Sandal Boy, and Sandal Boy kind of stuck for a bit.
That's so random.
Another nickname that happened recently is we call my fat dog. I call her Dirt Eater because she ate dirt. She's just a fat little shit. I love her, but she's a fat little shit.
Aw.
Dirt Eater. Anyway.
Dirt Eater. Poor puppy.
Nah, alright, to get into that real quick. She couldn't wait for her wet food. I fed her dry food.
So she just ate dirt.
I fed her dry food, and I was like, alright. So I came home late on Thanksgiving. I came home at like 2 in the morning, and I had to work Black Friday. So I was like, alright, I'm going to feed them dry food now, and then I'm going to give them wet food in the morning. And then when my dad will get home for that, he'll be able to let them out. So that happened. And I was kind of just like, alright, I'm going to let them in, and then I'm going to give them their wet food. Until he comes in the living room, just drops. She throws up so weird because she'll hold the food in her mouth. She won't actually regurgitate it. She'll hold it in her mouth until she's inside. She's never thrown up outside.
Oh, of course.
She'll just drop it out of her mouth. And then there was just like dry food. She ate all of the dry food that we just put out, and then dirt.
Dirt.
And I was like, this fat bitch couldn't wait 5 minutes. She couldn't go outside, go to the bathroom, come back inside. Oh, she had to go eat dirt. So that's my little dirt eater.
That's amazing.
Gizmo's fine. Gizmo didn't do nothing. He's a good boy.
I want to meet your dogs.
You don't want to meet Tilly. That's Dirt Eater.
It's okay.
Dirt Eater.
I love dogs.
Dirt Eater ate my Ike Amiibo.
Oh.
She ate my Gojo figure and my dress shoes.
Oh no.
I had my ex-girlfriend's uncle's funeral,
Yeah.
That day, she chewed up the dress shoes.
Jesus Christ.
Like, the dress shoes were out for like 2 weeks, but she waited till that day.
That's fucked up.
So I had to go in like black Skechers or New Balances that I had.
Oh,
felt
man.
felt awful. I was like, couldn't even respect this man.
Oh, man.
Unfortunately,
I'm
because
so sorry.
Because my stupid dirt-eating dog ate my dress shoes.
It's terrible.
She also ate a metal Apple TV remote.
Oh, no.
And then my dad tried to blame it on my dog. And I'm like, Dad, my dog can't chew through a stick. I refuse to believe he can't chew through metal. What type of upchuck abilities did he gain in my absence?
Oh, wow. That's
All right,
just...
so Sword and Shield, great games. I love some of the Pokemon designs from him. Some of them are not that great. All right.
Yeah, I can't even remember what... I don't even remember looking through all of them, honestly.
Well, you didn't finish the game.
Well, I could have just looked... I could have Googled them. I don't think I ever did, though.
So Sword and Shield had some of my favorite Pokemon, like Berserker. Berserker's really great, and one of the new ones that are stand out is Corviknight. The starters, people felt mid about. I grew really attached to my starter from Gen 8. A lot of people were not a fan of, like, if they liked one, they didn't like the other. So I liked all of them. This generation, though, I love my gay duck. That's what people call my starter.
Oh, you picked Quaxley?
I picked Quaxley.
I picked Quaxley.
So originally I named mine Bucky I was gonna name it Bucky the Ducky, and I couldn't fit a name for it because I felt like any name that I was giving it really didn't stick. I didn't give it a full on name until it's like Final Evolution after the start, like after the games were done. Have you seen the evolutions?
I actually haven't.
Oh, you're.
I have not. I actually
you
have
are
not.
in for quite the surprise.
I've been avoiding everything in regards to it because I want to play it. I gotta prepare myself mentally.
So the glitch. All right. So here's the thing about the glitches, and they're not so bad that you can't play the game.
From what I've seen, the glitches are like
they're
abundant.
Here's the thing: is I have not experienced any glitches that are that bad, like the ones that we've seen.
Every time the game fades out a cutscene, it's all choppy and shit. I've noticed that. That's something I think that they can work on. What was it? The introduction scene of the game.
Oh, were they T-pose?
Yes.
I did see that.
I was like, hold on.
Yeah.
What? So I took the screen. I did the screen record thing, and then my brother was right over here, and I'm like, dude, they just fucking T-pose. He's like, what are you talking about? So I went back I went to the home menu, and I went to my screenshots, and I showed him, and he's like, and he sees it. He's like, what?
So I screen record and like screenshot every scene, everything.
Well, yeah, because it's like hilarious.
No, but I mean not just from that. Fire Emblem Smash.
Oh, okay.
I screenshot and record everything.
Yeah.
Like to a point where it's like, when I had my original like SD card, completely full of pictures.
Oh,
it was like a 32.
Wow.
It was like a 32.
Oh, wow.
So it was like nothing.
Holy shit.
It was.
Yeah, I think I have a 64 gig in my Switch.
I think I have the 248. I think.
The 2 terabyte one? Or?
No, definitely not the 2 terabyte one.
Oh yeah, no, those are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I was looking because I had a micro SD card in my pocket. Don't ask why.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, it's 128 gigs.
That's not mine. Anyway.
Oh, okay. Micro Center branded one.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Do you feel like Pokemon games are like declining in quality?
No. A lot of people think that they are just because of the fact that like what's been going on.
Do you think they're being rushed?
A little bit.
Just to meet the deadline?
A little bit.
Because I feel like if anything, Scarlet and Violet are a prime example of that.
Did you play Legends Arceus? Is my question.
That's my thing. I have not. I really want to play it. I've heard great things.
Legend Arceus is phenomenal.
Yeah, I have it on my Christmas list.
There are like no glitches with that game. There was nothing like astonishingly like.
Yeah, I was like when they
game-breaking.
announced that game, I was like, I actually am really fascinated by this. Like, it's different.
It's a great
also-
game, and I hope it's a franchise that they continue to push, like a sequel,
Yeah.
like a spin-off type of series.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind something like that.
I feel like it deserved more
Like,
attention
if
than
Legends
Pokemon
Arceus is-
Rumble.
Yeah, if Legends
Fucking
Arceus is that
Pokemon
good,
Rumble.
then
Do you remember Pokemon Rumble
I do.
with the little like amiibo-esque toys that they had?
Remember they made a $17.99 Wii U download only game, and
Yeah,
they had
Rumble-
those NFC figures.
That's what I was talking about, like
that
the amiibo.
Yeah, it was like Amiibo before Amiibo.
Shout out to Keanu. Keanu had a bunch of those.
Oh, he did.
He did.
I didn't have any.
He genuinely liked
I
the
got
Rumble
the game.
games.
I never got any.
He liked the Rumble games.
I mean, they were fun. I like the first one on the
But
Wii.
here's
On
the
the
thing: is
WiiWare.
that they had
I played a
no.
bit.
There was nothing about them that specifically screened Pokemon. If you put like some other random creature in there, it could have been anything.
Yeah,
Nothing about it screamed
Yeah.
Pokemon that it had to be Pokemon.
yeah. I thought the price for Pokemon Rumble U was like, why $17.99? It was very specific.
Because
They might as well have
Why
made it
not?
free, and then like made the NFC figures
a little bit more.
like, yeah.
But the
or
thing was that they were
something.
mystery bags, if you remember.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't get any of them, but
No, I didn't.
I wanted them. I thought they looked cool.
I remember I bought one for Keanu because I was like, I don't have it, but I know you have it, and I want to buy one because FYE, I miss you.
There's still one in the Smith Haven Mall.
Yeah, but that's a drive.
It's like a half-hour drive for me, so it's definitely more for you.
Yeah.
But they don't sell video games though. It's only
Really?
Yeah, it's only
No, now that you say it, I've been to an FYE when I was in North Carolina. They did not have any video games.
Yeah, no, it's only
Which is-
movies and music
Want to
and
know
like
something that's funny?
paraphernalia.
I remember seeing Fire Emblem. Radiant.
Memorabilia, not paraphernalia. It's the wrong word.
I remember seeing Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn at,
Oh wow.
at FYE from when we were kids.
Oh.
I remember that specific
Holy shit.
game
I got
because I remember that's how I remembered the art,
Oh wow. Okay.
which is funny because now I'm into Fire Emblem.
Yeah, I still have to delve into that series. What was it?
Engage.
What
is
what
gonna
did
be
I get
great.
at that FYE? We had an
The
FYE.
little Mac. The little Mac
Yeah,
that I did.
that too. I was thinking of something else though. I got the 25th anniversary Mario All Stars
That's where you know what else I got there.
for like $20.
That's where I got my Majora's Mask 3DS that still doesn't work.
Oh shit.
I remember you were there. You were there for that. That was like in our,
Yeah, I was at your house when
that
you
was our,
got
that
it.
was our
When your
mid
dad brought it
in-between,
out.
phase between us. My dad had bought me the original black one, but I
Yeah.
specifically asked for the Majora's Mask one,
Yeah.
and I remember seeing it there at FYE. They let me trade it in.
Oh wow.
I was so confused because they were like an extra. It was like an extra $50, and I'm like, you can trade in. You were able to trade in stuff to FYE.
Well, yeah, they had used games.
I just thought that was so weird. Like,
Yeah.
like now thinking back
I did
at
buy
it,
a couple of used games from there.
that's where I bought Legend of Link. I thought that was very weird that I walked into a music store and I found a Legend of Link.
That's cool. Yeah, no, I miss it. That was like a very convenient. I wish I went there. I wish I knew about it when I was younger.
Yeah.
And like because I only
remember-
went within the last year of it
I
being
remember
open.
when I got super hyped when I got remember the
Because
little,
they had amiibos. That's why
Yeah.
why like everyone was like, "Oh my god."
the little remember I got so hyped because they had like the Mario candies.
Oh yeah.
I got super hype over that. I remember eating the. I don't know why. Wow. I don't know why. I'm
Those
just
like
like,
what the little tin.
Yeah, I was gonna
things
talk about.
like
I don't
the
know why I'm drawing this
mushrooms and,
correlation, but the dirt Bean Boozle, like Harry Potter Bean Boozle. I remember eating
It was
that
a
now.
Harry Potter.
Well,
version of-
it wasn't a Bean Boozle. It was just straight up jelly beans, and then it was
Oh.
a dirt flavor one. I remember eating that, and I'm just like, damn, Tilly, why the fuck did you enjoy it? You went out and did that on purpose. Why am I talking to the camera like my dog's gonna watch this podcast? Tilly, I know you're watching this. Piss outside, you bitch. I'm getting tired of you.
Oh my god.
I'm glad that this is gonna be in.
It will. It will be. Don't worry. So you're enjoying the new
I'm enjoying
Pokemon?
Scarlet and
Okay.
Violet.
All right.
I chose Violet. A lot of people were like, Scarlet's going to do a lot better because people like the designs did better. Violet has
most people
outsold.
I talked to at the midnight launch got Violet.
Yeah.
Or they got the double pack.
I got the double pack.
Not too many people I knew got just Scarlet. I think maybe a few people that I at least talked to that were at the front of the line.
I always get the double pack because I'm a collector, and I just
I would if I had the money.
I'm a Pokemon person. I got my promotion and I bought Pokemon Emerald for $130.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, especially when it just went increased to 170 at the time.
Oh shit. Yeah, that is a big difference.
So I
wish they were not that expensive. I probably would have more.
So this is something that happened when we were kids.
Yeah.
I got Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
On eBay. And I got a fake one.
Oh.
I got a fake one for like $10 cheaper than a legit one. And I remember this specifically because I remember going to my dad and I found out it was fake. And I went to my dad and I was like, "Oh, but it's okay because I was just going to play it anyway. It doesn't make a difference." Meanwhile, if I bought the more expensive one now, like it was a $10 difference then. It's like $100 difference now.
How much did you pay for the fake one?
Like $30.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And no, but that means that the legit one I remember was like 42 something.
Oh, fuck.
So it was like $12 difference there.
Now they're like
it's
crazy
like
fucking expensive. Damn. Wow. That's unfortunate.
But I think Scarlet and Violet are great. I think it's gonna get patched. I feel like
I hope they do.
No, it's gonna.
I hope they fix that up.
It's also gonna get DLC.
Yeah.
Because the Isle of Armor
Sword
did
and Shield.
great.
Sword and Shield got DLC.
Well, it's already confirmed that it's getting DLC.
Oh, okay.
Like there were legendaries that are for the DLC that have already been confirmed. We've seen leaks of them.
Oh, okay.
It's not. We haven't seen like their full on leaks, but if you've played a little bit of the game, it was in one of the trailers.
All right.
Do you know what Paradox Pokemon?
No.
So there is this new thing about Paradox Pokemon. It's in one of the trailers.
I didn't watch all the trailers.
It was actually the last trailer I believe they dropped.
Yeah, no, I didn't watch it then.
Paradox Pokemon are Pokemon that have been put through different times, like a prehistoric Donphan or a futuristic Donphan.
Oh.
And
was it like an experiment of some kind? Or
no, it's just a Pokemon from the future and a Pokemon from the past.
Oh, okay.
So the thing about them is that there are leaks of the two legendaries that are going to be for the DLC.
Okay.
And they're super cool. I kind of want to tell you about them because I know that you want to kind of go into a bit more blind.
Yeah, I'm looking to maybe like I don't know. Like I said,
Enjoy your duck.
Yeah.
While it lasts.
What, the evolutions suck?
Oh no, the evolution's like as in like stats and.
Is it not a duck? I'm confused. Okay, all right. We'll just leave it there. Okay. All right. So about Dragon Ball. So Billy's been like a Dragon Ball fan forever.
I'm just
an
like, anime head now.
He kept like trying to get me into it, like back in like middle school and shit. And I think I was just overwhelmed with a lot of like just the amount of it, and I think I was just turned off by like I think it was like it just felt like a lot.
Debt because of Dragon Ball.
And then you were saying before you spent all that money on the mobile game.
Yeah, I spent OD money on the mobile game, and then I also buy high quality Dragon Ball figures.
Oh yeah. I stuck with the Funkos because I wanted something.
You wanted something.
Yeah.
So my most expensive Dragon Ball figure, I would probably have to say, I found out that a Majin Buu that I have was when I bought it was $80. Is it now at like a value of $309? Oh, another really good one. I got Ultra Instinct Goku, Omen sign, as well as Android 17 and Android 18 from the event of exclusive Dragon Ball Tour, where a bunch of them got lost at sea.
Oh, damn.
Like they lost a whole like a giant, huge
shipment of them. Oh shit.
So like the value of him for at one point was legitimately at $1,000.
Damn.
But I opened the box.
Oh. Nice.
And
as you should.
As I should.
Yeah.
You think Woody wanted to sit in that museum? Stinky Pete? So I was gonna do something, but it's not. Me and my friends do this thing where we do like a fake spit thing. Whenever we think it's something disgusting, I was like, that's unsanitary. I'm not doing that right now.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah. But I was like, yeah, fuck you, Stinky Pete. I'm gonna open this bitch.
Yeah, that's crazy. Over $1,000.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And it was specifically him. Like Android 17, they lost the same amount of them, but for some reason, because it was Ultra Instinct Goku sign. Love Ultra Instinct.
Yeah, no, if I could, I'd probably have like a ton of those by now. But
so an easy way to get into it, like we were talking about before, is to get the less expensive ones, and then
build your way up to
occasionally pick the ones that you're not going to be able to get the more original ones, like the.
I know at this point, definitely not.
The STCC original Goku, the first ever, they did every year they at least drop one or two. Well, originally it was only one, but now as the years progressed, they've continued to drop more than one every San Diego Comic-Con. But the original San Diego Comic-Con Goku, I think I've seen it go for $13,000.
$13,000?
Yes.
Fuck. That's never mind.
No, but that's that one specifically.
Then I'm not getting that one. Looks like.
No, if I ever find that like a garage sale, I'm scooping that thing up.
What are the odds you're gonna find that at a garage sale?
You never know what you're gonna find.
That is
garage
true.
sales are. I try to make an effort to go if I see a garage sale.
Yeah, I'd love to go to them.
Some people go like garage sale hunting, and I was like, I wish.
I did that for a little bit with Thomas in 2016. We went to a few garage sales. We didn't really find that much, but I got a couple Wii games.
I've always dreamed of going to like a garage sale and seeing like something like Pokemon related, like getting like a Game Boy SP for like.
I got some Pokemon figures at one.
That's great. What's the coolest? I think I've got a garage sale. I don't think anything.
Yeah, no, I got like a couple Pokemon figures, some Wii games. Someone was trying to charge $20 for Wii Music because they saw the price on Amazon, and I looked at them and I was like, "That's a brand new copy." So no, $20. I'm not paying $20 for Wii Music.
I own my.
So I showed them GameStop site. I was like, "Look, it's $1. I'll pay $1." And I ended up spending like $20 at that garage sale. I got a brand new sealed Wii Zapper. I ended up opening it though. I should have kept it sealed though, because they had two Wii Zappers. One that was open with a copy of Link's Crossbow Training, but they didn't have the sleeve. I think that's what tempted me to open the.
You could have found the sleeve on like eBay.
I really could have.
Like 70 cents.
I was 15. I wasn't thinking. But
as 15-year-olds do.
Yeah. But Dragon Ball though.
Dragon Ball.
So that was like the only anime I watched throughout high school. Other than going back to rewatch Death Note and the first two seasons of SAO. I haven't.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I had to watch SAO.
Yeah, no, I watched the first two seasons. I haven't seen anything.
I never watched Gun Gale. I couldn't get into
the Gun Gale spinoff or
Gun Gale
or just SAO2.
SAO2 Gun Gale. I have. Never
I did. I watched it. It's not as good.
Female Kirito just had me feel some sort of way. I was like, I can't get behind that. That's a guy.
Oh my!
At the time.
Oh my god. Yeah. No.
That's a dude.
What was it? Yeah, and then what else did I watch around that time? I watched the first season of Attack on Titan. I still haven't seen anything after that.
You need to.
I know. Everyone tells me that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
everyone has told me that, and I'm like, listen, man, I know.
You know why? Because I'm a major hypocrite. I have not finished the latest season because I know that as soon as I finish it, I'm just gonna want to see more.
Yeah.
So,
but it's over at this point.
At this point, currently, yes.
Yeah.
We're waiting for the last part to come out.
Oh, okay. It's still going.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought it was over.
No, because they were like, this is the final part, and then like they made like even made like the one of the theme songs or one of the intros like, this is my last war, and like there's a whole nother arc that they didn't animate, and it's just like, yay, let's get back to that. That and Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen is my current favorite.
Yeah, I've heard it's good. I just I gotta watch other. I started watching Demon Slayer. I think I watched like the first half of the first season.
Yuji Itadori is the most relatable character of all time. That him and Denji.
Yeah.
You know who Denji is?
Which I forgot what their names are.
That's Chainsaw Man.
Oh, okay.
Chainsaw Man's the newest hype.
Oh, okay.
Within reason.
Yeah. See, I only watched the first 14 episodes, and that was like a year ago. So I'm a little rusty. I don't remember everything. I gotta go back and finish it.
Just so you know, we're talking about two different animes.
Oh, see,
I was talking about.
See, I don't know.
I was talking about Jujutsu Kaisen.
See, I don't know anything. No, I don't know anything about Jujutsu Kaisen. I watched.
I'm mad because I can't think of the protagonist of Demon Slayer right now. I know his last name's Kamado, but I'm forgetting.
Tanjiro?
Tanjiro Kamado. I think it's Tanjiro Kamado. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
If his last name isn't Kamado, and I'm just like exposing
I
myself.
I watched it because I wanted to see the movie in theaters, but then it passed in theaters, and I never got to see it, and I just never went back to finishing it.
So my biggest thing is trying to go back to watch some of the more hype animes that people have recommended to me.
Yeah, everyone's telling me One Piece and Naruto.
All right, so One Piece is I'm through One Piece. I'm through Naruto.
Okay.
There are a troop, I want to say, but like it depends on your feeling on shonen. It depends if you're like I feel like a lot more people would enjoy One Piece more, but they're more threatened by the amount of episodes that there are.
Yeah, that's my issue. That's my issue with Naruto and One Piece, like, because it's just a lot. And
Boruto didn't have to be made. Boruto's not great. I think it's great that he has a son and all. That could have been like its own movie, but it didn't have to continue after that. Like, for what it's currently doing is, I just feel like
it's still going.
It's still going.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it must have been going a couple of years.
One Piece is also going. Still.
No, I know One Piece is still going. That I know.
And Bleach is getting its final arc, I believe. I think it's its final arc.
Okay.
Did you
Bleach, I gotta watch. I've heard Bleach is good.
I can't get into Bleach.
I've heard about Bleach for years.
Bleach, my thing with it is that it is very slow at the beginning, so I'm trying to like bear through it, but it's just like I can't get into it.
Right.
And like I said, anything that really doesn't get my interest in the first couple episodes, I kind of stray away from.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone's great. Mob Psycho's great.
I've heard those are good.
Severely Sins.
I've barely scratched the surface with anime, so
the ones
I've heard so many great things about all these shows, and I know you've watched a ton. So like,
I'm gonna name drop a couple and see if you like. These are the big ones that I need to personally watch.
Like I told you, all I've seen.
Have you watched Cowboy Bebop?
That I did. I did watch.
I've not watched.
I watched Cowboy Bebop last year, and I loved it. I was like, this is because it was short. I was like, all right, I'm gonna get through this one. I'm gonna watch it. I watched it right after I finished Dragon Ball Super, and I was like, all right, I love this show. I bought I have like 3 T-shirts, and I bought the complete series on Blu-ray, and it's over there. Oh, and the fucking camera went out too. Hang in there, baby. Probably just for like the third time.
Okay. But I haven't watched that one. I need to finish. I started watching the first the first couple episodes. I think it was like episode 17 or something of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho is
that one I gotta watch too.
I've
heard it's good.
I enjoyed it. I also like any character that has a pompadour. That's kind of like my thing now with animes. Any character that has a pompadour. Something very funny. Yu Yu Hakusho has some demons and they're green. So my dad, green cyst. He saw a character.
Green cyst?
Yeah.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah. He saw a character and he saw he was green. He goes, "Oh, is that Piccolo?" And I was like, "No, no, Dad, that's not Piccolo."
That's awesome.
The funny thing is, we then went from Yu Yu Hakusho, and I was in the middle of drawing for my art, and I went to go watch Super because I wanted some references from Super being like sword poses from Trunks, and we were watching Dragon Ball Super, and Zamasu comes on, and my dad goes, "Is that Piccolo?" And I'm like, "No, that is Zamasu." And then like I legitimately had to go out of my way to show my dad a picture
of Piccolo.
After that, I just thought it's very funny.
Yeah, that is funny,
especially because like how much of a dad
he looked at Zamasu and was like, "Is that Piccolo?"
I don't remember. It was just some random demon from Yu Yu Hakusho.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, I was
not really, even Dragon Ball.
Yeah, no, that was great.
That is great. I love that.
Well, the thing is, I also the funny thing was I went from watching the original Dragon Ball to then watching Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
And then went from Yu Yu Hakusho back to Dragon Ball Super. So my dad saw like Tambourine, like one of Piccolo's children.
Yeah.
And he was like, "All right, so that's Piccolo's son." And then we see this random demon in Yu Yu Hakusho. And I was like, "So is that Piccolo? Because it looks like that other guy." And I thought that was funny.
That's amazing. That's just wow.
Yeah.
I love that. What did you what do you think about Dragon Ball Super as a whole?
Dragon Ball Super as a whole has put a fire in me because it gives me hope of continuing my art, because it's like my inspiration was to be, if you check my yearbook quote out, because most of the people that watch this are people that know us from high school.
Yes.
I want to be the next Akira Toriyama. That's going to take a lot of work. That is the person who created Dragon Ball in all of its entirety, and the current person who's preceding it. I feel like he's doing a good job in some parts of Dragon Ball, more so in the manga than in the anime.
I haven't looked at the manga at all.
Well, I'm not going to mention that for spoiler reasons, of course. But I feel like if Akira Toriyama also made the new Dragon Ball movie. He writes the movies, like the Dragon Ball Superhero, and as well as Broly.
Do you like those movies?
I love those movies. I have Gamma 1 and 2 on my wallet, actually.
Oh, okay.
I love Gamma 2. That's my guy. I spent $180 on their figures. But anyway.
Fuck. What was it, 90 each or something?
After shipping and handling, of course.
I bought the Toby and Andrew figures on Amazon for 90
Oh,
each.
is it the SH Figure Arts?
Yes.
They're
up for pre-order on Amazon.
I
bought them.
My thing is I want to get
that's been my only exception with those like good quality figures in years.
You want to hear a really cool
Other
one?
than I got a Captain America Nendoroid for like
really?
$12. It was like a flash sale on Amazon.
I got
sitting over there.
One of my more expensive figures is actually they did a re-release. I think it was right after the anime. It was I think it was right after X and Y. They re-released Charizard as an SH Figure Arts. They originally did them in D Arts. They're their own company. They were their own company. They kind of got merged into SH Figure.
Yeah.
That figure now sells for like the bag, like $500.
Yeah, no, I remember seeing those when they came out, and I wanted them so bad.
Another figure I wanted really bad was it was a Pit Figma.
Oh yeah, the Pit Figma and the Dark Pit.
I also wanted that's what really got me into the figures. It wasn't even Dragon Ball originally. It was the D Arts Mega Man.
Oh, the Mega Man.
Because if you remember, I had Base.
You had Base, yeah.
I love Base.
Yeah.
I wish he got more attention. Mega Man movie. Yeah. Waiting for that. That's gonna be great.
You know that 20th Century Fox had a Mega Man movie like on their list of like the many movies they had in development, and then it got thrown out when Disney bought them out.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
I
remember hearing about that, and I was like, they were making a Mega Man movie?
Could you imagine a Mega Man movie alongside of the Mario movie?
Well,
and
I mean,
Sonic
honestly,
movie? Pac-Man movie too.
We'll get to the Mario movie, but I'll say this real quick. Like, think about it like post Super Mario movie. Like, we've started to see a resurgence in like video game movies.
Well, you say Mario movie. It started with Detective Pikachu.
That's what I'm getting to. We've like in the last couple of years, there's been a resurgence of like good video game movies that aren't just cash grabs.
Not the Mortal Kombat.
Being made by people that have no idea what the source material is, because that tends to be the case most of the time.
Meow.
Yeah. Like, and
no, I love that they went out of their way to redo that.
Bullying works. That's solid proof. But back to Dragon Ball though. We'll get to Mario movie later. Yeah, I have that on the list.
I genuinely like the newer Dragon Ball. I feel like some of it does not have the same amount of emotion that it has, and some people are like, some people just ride the Dragon Ball hype train, honestly. Some people are just really into it because of the fact that it gotten popular, and people are like, I'm not a huge fan of people that skip original Dragon Ball.
I didn't want to skip it. It was just a matter of the original Dragon Ball is not on Blu-ray, and Z was.
If you have Funimation,
I have season 1. It's up there. I started it, and the plan is to get all 5 seasons. I'm just like slowly waiting it out because I want them to drop Dragon Ball on Blu-ray. But it's been so long, so I don't know if they're gonna do it.
My thing is that a lot of people had a lot of criticism for the newest movie because of the fact that they said it was too comedical, and that they did not enjoy it because of those type of things.
Oh my God! See, they're not fans of the original show, though.
See, the original Dragon Ball. If you know Akira Toriyama, his bigger thing was
full of that.
He was a comic That's why Arale is his, like, he favors Arale over his Dragon Ball originally. I think he still favors Arale more because if it wasn't for Arale, he wouldn't have been able to make Dragon Ball still, and it was more so of his baby, and he didn't have people for Dragon Ball. If you did not know, very fun fact about Akira Toriyama with Dragon Ball is that his editors were what the final bosses were based off of. So Frieza was based off his first editor. His first editor was down his throat about Dragon Ball and was very cocky, and he was like,
wow.
He was like, I'm the reason this show is so great. There's no one better than me. Like, he was so cocky. And the funny thing is that that editor likes to say that he was based off, like, Trunks was based off of him, but Akira Toriyama has came out and said that he based Frieza off of him.
Wow.
Which is great, because then he had Trunks kill.
That's hilarious. Yeah,
he had Trunks kill Frieza, which was great. And then after that, his next editor was also, he wasn't a fan of Android 7. The original final bosses were supposed to be Android 19 and not 19. 19 and 20 being Gero and the Pillsbury Doughboy. And they were supposed to be the final bosses, and they were like, no, those are just some old man and a clown. And then they decided to do 17 and 18, and he was just like, no, they're just some teenagers. And it was like, this bug looks too disgusting, and this bug just looks like more human-like bug, until they came up to Cell in his final form.
Yeah.
Where he thinks that he was yet again the best person to. He thought he was the best person to come into Akira Toriyama's life. He thought it was like, without this man, he would be nothing. And then there was his last editor, who was just very lenient, which is why he's Boo. He's like he was like, oh, you keep doing what you doing, and it's like, you're doing great. It's Dragon Ball. It's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
That's why Boo's got that. Yay, Boo!
Yeah.
I turn you into chocolate, like very like.
Right.
I just think that's very great, and then like. Going forward with Dragon Ball, it was more so he passed on the torch to, I think his name is Torio. I could be wrong. It's something very similar to his name. But he let him be the successor. He made the first two arcs being, they worked on, I believe, Resurrection F and Battle of Gods together. Okay. And then he kind of just took over the throne for Forward into the span of it.
Yeah.
Which was, 6 versus 7, Goku Black Arc, and Tournament of Power being my favorite arc personally.
I tend when I've gone back and watched some arcs of Super, I've tended to go back and watch the Goku Black Arc more, just because I love Trunks as a character. I think Trunks might be my favorite.
Gohan's my favorite.
I love Gohan. I just wish that
since I was a kid, he was my favorite.
Yeah, no, I know. You've always loved Gohan.
Do you remember that little Gohan toy that I had?
Yeah.
I still have him.
Oh, you do?
I still have him.
That's awesome. I'd love to get those old figures.
The old figures are great, but here's the thing, and this is the same reason that Pokemon's more expensive now, is because of the people that were into it as a kid are now making money.
Yes.
They can spend money on the things that they love.
Exactly.
So you out there who can't spend $20 on Pokemon because it is now $50,
yeah,
blame your friend Timmy, who had like $60 as a kid and continues to have that type of money.
Mm-hmm.
Because. Yep.
And then the Pokemon card boom of 2020 as well.
Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Logan Paul. $1 million Charizard? Was that how much he spent?
I forgot.
Way too much money, Charizard.
Yeah. Now he's got that Pikachu Illustrator.
Yeah, but that is more rare.
Yeah, no, that's like I think has the Guinness World Record for the like highest priced private auction selling thing. Forgot the exact terminology, but like it's the most expensive card to be sold in a private auction or something, I think. Yeah, that shit was crazy though.
No.
Yeah, but do you think like, because I know the manga for Super has still continued.
We're supposed to see more of it within the next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
they keep saying that though. They keep saying,
I was surprised that they ended the show. I figured they would have kept going.
It ended on my birthday.
Oh, it did? Oh, that's cool.
We had like a.
I didn't watch it when it was coming out. I bought all the Blu-rays and watched it throughout 2020.
Nah, me and my friends would get together and it was a very hype thing between us.
That's how what was it? I was watching. I was buying the Blu-rays for Z from like freshman year, all the way up to 2020. I finally got season 7, 8, and 9, and I watched. I just watched them as I was getting them.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't know, over the span of like a couple of years, and like I didn't have all the money in the world, so I didn't like buy all of them in one sitting. So it was like once a year I would buy one, and I would watch the whole season, and then what was it, for Christmas 2019? I got seasons. I think I got season 7 or something for Christmas, and then I didn't watch it right away, and then for my birthday I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ask for seasons 8 and 9. So I watched seasons 7, 8, and 9 back to back to back all the way through, and then I was like, I think my brother would like really like this show. Like, so then I got the idea.
So you got Brian into it, and it kind of pushed you into it more.
Yeah, I bought the Zeke High Blu-rays because I knew that he was not going to sit through the filler.
So we
I watched Z in the way it was intended with all the filler.
So I had not. I had watched Kai because that's what aired as a kid. For me,
on Nicktoons and
for most
CW.
Of So I watched the original Dragon Ball.
I didn't have Nicktoons,
and
so
then
it was harder for me to watch.
So I watched the original Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
And then I got all of the other Dragon Ball lore that I knew from the Dragon Ball PS2 games, being like,
okay.
Like Budokai Tenkaichi 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Budokai 3, Infinite World. That's where I got all my Dragon Ball knowledge, Dragon Ball Z knowledge from.
All right.
But then before that, my knowledge for it was more so after that it became whatever I watched from Kai. And that I didn't know a lot of these things, and I had my friend who recently got into Dragon Ball within the last couple years of high school, and he told us like how sad he was when this random filler character got killed off. R.I.P. Mr. Robot. He was like, I was so upset when Mr. Robot died, and all of us were like,
what?
Who? And he was so mad.
Oh yeah,
he was like,
he's not in Kai.
He's not in Kai because he's filler.
Yeah.
And he was like, I was heartbroken, and we were like,
probably didn't know who Garlic Jr. was either.
I know who Garlic Jr. is.
Well, at the time you didn't know.
No, I didn't know. He's in the games.
Oh, okay.
So I knew them. Garlic Jr. is great.
Yeah, I haven't. I watched that arc one, like when I was going through Z. I haven't seen it since, but I'm looking to go back.
If you haven't,
it's not in Kai.
And this goes to everyone who's watching and that's a Dragon Ball fan.
Yeah.
Watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
I gotta watch Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
Dragon Ball Z Abridged is like amazing, and some things they did better than the actual series. In my opinion.
I've seen clips here and there since I started watching Dragon Ball.
They're great.
And I know like they've had like Team 4 Stars had like such an impact on the community.
It has.
And how like it was able to stay afloat all these years until Super was coming out, all the new Dragon Ball stuff, because there was like nothing for a long time.
They started doing this thing recently. They ended it after Z, after Cell Saga.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that they were getting a lot of copyright.
Yeah, the copyright stuff, the plagiarism situation.
Even though it's more towards under parody, but the thing is that they don't want to risk anything more because their channel was like on their second strike.
Yeah.
They're doing this thing now. They're actually doing like a kind of podcast thing where they'll watch the episodes.
Oh, that's cool.
And go back at them and give points and like interesting insights on the series.
Like watching their old.
Yeah, and
that's
being
cool.
like, and they're like,
I like that.
In this frame here, we actually got this from this, or it's a reference to this.
And I like that.
It's great.
That's cool.
They're calling it something we're doing. That's what they're calling it.
Nice. I like that. That's good. What was I gonna say? So I ended up buying the Kai Blu-rays because I was like, I know my brother's gonna like
R.I.P. Mr. Robot.
Fucking hate the filler. Knowing him,
he would hate
he
Mr.
has
Robot.
Like a very short attention span. He's gonna be sick of it. He's gonna be like, dude, this sucks. Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the Kai Blu-rays. They went up in price right after I bought them.
How much are they?
They were like around 30 to 35 each when I bought them.
Are those the ones with the characters on the side, or are those the original? Are those Z? Like, you know how you have that Dragon Ball
the Z ones are the ones with the connecting picture, and then Kai just has like a white background with just a PNG, and then Super is a similar situation. I'll show you them later.
Yeah.
So I ended up buying the Kai Blu-rays, and like they cut out a lot of the filler and all that, but he was hooked.
Like right, like
one thing
like
that kinda
first
sucks
couple
about
episodes,
the
he's
Kai
like,
is
Gohan's
'cause-
fucking annoying, and then
You know what's funny? Edward was the same way.
Yeah. And
he
then
was
like
he loves Gohan.
and then he's like, "Let's go!" Like we're watching it, like, and I got a bunch of videos of like I was recording like his reaction to like different scenes. Like I got his reaction to Yamcha dying.
I had this one friend
and
who was like that with JoJo, where he didn't think he was gonna be. It was his first anime, and he was getting really into it, and he hated Dio. You don't know who that is.
I've heard his name.
Yeah,
like,
because he's kind of a thing.
Yeah,
but then
I watched what was it? Salty DK Dan's Tomodachi Life series. He put Dio in there, and he just kept yelling Dio, like.
And then he found out this one thing with Dio, and he was like, "No fucking way!" He got so mad. He didn't want to keep watching.
Damn, it must be. I mean, I don't know what it is, but it must be something.
No, he just had like a huge resentment for the character.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what was it? We watched Kai together and the final chapters. So it was I actually honestly I prefer watching it that way now. Like I don't think I'll ever go.
Kai?
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever go back and watch.
Well, you think you'd go back and watch it again?
Oh yeah, 100%.
You think
I have gone back and watched different arcs and stuff.
So I'll watch other than animes. I don't know why. It's just something because once I have it in my brain.
Shit. My battery died this time.
So they still hear us?
Yes. I have 2 more batteries.
We will be right back. Yeah. From what do you call it? The Cat in the Hat. I love Mike Myers' The Cat in the Hat. It's like one of my favorite movies. That and Toy Story. Like Toy Story 1 is peak in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, I'm planning on getting a Buzz Lightyear tattoo.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like you know the Space Ranger one that he has on his like left arm? Yes. That's the one I want to get. Cool. That, and I kind of want to get my other arm is like a Pokemon sleeve.
Oh, that's sick. I can't wait to see
that. Originally I was gonna get a 7 Deadly Sins, but that anime fell off so hard, and I was like, I want something that's gonna be on my body that I was like such a huge fan of my whole life, where it's like Dragon Ball and Pokemon. That's me.
We're back. We made it. Holy shit. We're going on almost 2 hours.
What's your longest podcast?
Just over 3 hours, the one I did with Larlar.
Damn.
Yeah. It's okay.
If you let me go out on my tangents every one of these times, and if I didn't like pull myself back in, we definitely would have broken that.
Yeah, it's all good. It doesn't have to be crazy long. It ended up just being that way. Sometimes they end up being a lot longer than I expect. And I'm just
What did you expect this one to be?
Oh, I didn't know. I had no idea.
It's like I felt like Billy was going to be here for like 5 minutes and get
no.
tired.
I knew it was going to be a while. I knew we had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I bought all the Blu-rays and we watched and we got through it, and then I had only seen.
There's 2 Toy Story 3s.
Yeah, no, because one of them is my first ever Blu-ray, so that's why I haven't gotten rid of it. And then I got the other one was in a lot that matches with the Toy Story 1 and 2 because the 3D ones.
I would have just gotten your first ever Blu-ray framed, since it was like the one that set off the collection.
Yeah, it was a Christmas gift like the year it came out from my grandparents. So and like that Christmas we got a Blu-ray player in the living room, but I didn't like start collecting till like 2016, and then I like went all crazy in 2017, and then 2020 I bought like a ton of movies. Most of them I still haven't watched. They're sitting in bags under my bed. They're not even up on the shelf.
Everything on there have you watched?
For the most part, yeah. Yeah, I think there's a couple like there's some collections. There's a couple like that Batman collection that's up there.
Yes.
I haven't seen every movie in that.
What?
That's all that's like 18 movies, and it's all the like direct-to-video animated ones.
The first one in there.
Well, it's alphabetical, so it's the first one. Yeah, so I bought all those, and then for Super, I had only seen. It was funny because I was watching Dragon Ball Z like the Blu-rays as I was getting them, and then Super premiered on Toonami, so I watched the new episode each week up until I think around Universe 6 and 7, like that tournament. That was around the time I stopped because I was like,
who's your favorite character from Dragon Ball Z and then Dragon Ball Super? Like new character introduced in Super and Z.
Okay, so Z, it's got to be either like Piccolo or Trunks. It usually leans more towards Trunks, I feel like. And then Super, I love Beerus.
You love Beerus?
I love Beerus and Whis.
So what'd you think?
Beerus and Whis is a pair. Just
what'd you think of Beerus in the new movie?
Oh yeah, I was
simping.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Like,
so I feel like
I wasn't expecting it. I was like, oh my god.
Everyone has a draw to Broly at first, so like I feel like at one point everyone's.
I don't have like the connection to Broly like everyone does because I didn't grow up on it. So like I watched all the old movies right after I finished.
What did you think of Bio Broly? You went out of your way to watch that, probably.
Yeah, I have the Blu-ray.
Yeah, that movie's doo-doo.
It fucking sucks.
Slimer Broly.
That movie, I was like, what the fuck am I watching? This is terrible. I bought all they released them as like double features and triple features and shit.
Yeah, that's what they did for I actually bought those from
it's the Z movies. I don't have the original Dragon Ball ones because those have never been put out on Blu-ray.
I had it from FYE.
Oh yeah.
That's where I got it was Fusion Reborn alongside of Fusion Reborn and
Wrath of the Dragon.
Wrath of the Dragon, yeah.
Yeah,
that's the same thing.
That's a double pack that I have. Yeah,
I'll
show them all to you.
Those are like
after this.
Like two original, like best Z movies. I want to say.
I gotta watch them again. I kind of like I watched them, but I don't really remember them too well. I kind of just like went through them, and then there was like next one, and then I didn't like really get to sit down and like really think about each movie. I just remember Bio Broly being terrible. That's like the only thing that's really stuck out for me. And I also I wasn't really a big fan of any of the Broly movies. I didn't really care for him.
Because here's the thing: is Broly as a character doesn't really stick out. His thing is his transformations and pure strength.
Yeah.
As a character, Broly's kind of just like.
I thought the whole thing with like him hating Goku crying in the room was stupid. I thought that was stupid.
There were certain things.
I was like, that's the reason why he fucking hates Goku.
Yeah, there's certain things that I was like, as a kid, like that just stuck with me, and there was where I hate Goku because he cried. Where there was that, and I was having an extreme resentment for Sasuke. He was like.
Oh, from Naruto.
I want to spoil it. He was like, I hate my brother. My brother's such a meanie. And then I was just like, oh, I love my brother. I hate Sasuke.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fushigiro's way better.
I guess I'll find out why when I eventually watch Naruto. I'll get to it someday. But yeah, so I watched the movies right after I watched Z, and then I watched Kai with my brother, and then we watched Super together. So we didn't watch Battle of Gods and Resurrection of the movies. I just
watched the arcs.
No, I watched the movies. I did on my own time. But when I was showing it to Brian, I just watched it through Super, and that was like a refresher for me because I had kind of seen them.
Nah, it does lose some of its value I feel like it loses some value in the show.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
So did you show him the?
No, I want to at some point though. We just never got around to it.
The 1-inch punch that Goku does to Frieza that like knocks him.
Yeah.
That is such a moment that I just.
Yeah, I gotta watch him again. It's been a while. I don't remember exactly everything. I really liked Super's take on Resurrection F though because of the whole thing with Ginyu and switching with Taguma. I thought that was great.
Instead of just killing him off.
Yeah. Because
like this is my most elite
I had
soldier,
watched
and
that
he's gone
when it was premiering on Toonami. So and I hadn't seen the movie.
Were you shook when you saw like?
I hadn't seen the movie, so when I watched the movie version, I was like, "What the fuck? He's dead!" Like in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, so they added the Ginyu part in Super? Okay." So like I made the connection in my head, like after the fact. No, but I was like, "Yeah, Super did that part better." I feel like, because I kind of liked Taguma anyway, like as Taguma. So
as the whole like 5 minutes as you knew him.
Yeah, no, like I
Lord
was
Frieza. I've been training. I'm your most elite soldier. And like what's the other one?
I thought he could have had some potential, even though he was kind of boring.
What's the red guy's name?
I don't fucking remember.
Takum.
I don't remember, in all honesty.
Something like that. Yeah,
I don't know. So we ended up, and then what was it, the 6 and 7 stuff? I don't think I hadn't finished that. I had stopped watching
at that point. No real reason. I think I was just like, all right, I'm getting too deep into this. Let me finish Z first.
Yeah.
I think that was my reason. And then I just never went back to it.
You definitely got spoiled for like.
So the 6 and 7 stuff, everything after, I was pretty much completely blind.
Yeah.
So like Brian and I both experienced the Goku Black arc for the first time, the Tournament of Power, and all that. Like it was great.
Yeah.
Like I loved it all. I thought it was amazing. I loved the idea that there was another Frieza in another universe.
No, you know what's funny? I called Frost. Like legitimately, I had my own character, my own Frieza race character. I named Frost.
Oh yeah.
And then Frost came out, and I was like, these motherfuckers. Where's my copyright?
This is like the biggest coincidence ever.
No, because it was like, I had the frosted sword, and I was like,
oh yeah.
So I was just like, this is such bullshit.
that's
I made
awesome,
him. I made you.
That's awesome though.
It was really funny for me.
Yeah. That's cool.
I love Hit. Hit's my favorite.
I love Hit. I thought he was great.
If you did not know, fun fact, I'm not sure if you know. Well, I assume you know Dio. In the English dub, Dio and Jiren, Dio and
Jiren, they have the same voice actor?
Yeah, Dio and Jiren have the same voice actor. And then no, it's the other way around. It's Dio and Hit.
Okay.
And then Jiren and Jotaro.
Okay. Yeah, I like how they shared voice actors like for different shows. I like that.
My favorite JoJo's Josuke. Not that
I love hearing a voice I recognize in like another.
No, I hear that every time I hear. If you did not know, like the person that has the most like roles amongst everything is the person that plays Eren from Attack on Titan.
Oh,
what
the fuck's his name? Forgot. Because he plays Kirito and he plays Eren and
Meliodas, and then
yeah.
Another person is Sasuke's voice actor. Sasuke's voice actor is actually the voice actor for the PS4 Spider-Man.
Oh, Yuri Lowenthal.
And Ben 10.
Yeah, Yuri Lowenthal. I love that guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I forgot he voiced Sasuke.
Yeah. It's
That's
very
cool.
weird because it was like watching Spider-Man after like just watching some Naruto, and I was just like,
yeah. Well,
who
I will
are
always
because you hear the Ben 10.
Like Yuri Lowenthal, I will always hear Ben 10.
I hear Spider-Man. Because I think Ben 10. I think original Ben 10.
Oh yeah, I do too, but like Alien Force and Ultimate Alien was when I got into Ben 10.
We have this huge argument. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys, I'm not sure if Edward brought it up on the podcast. There's a couple of arguments in our friend group, which are like, it's Cool Ranch Doritos versus Nacho Cheese. There's Toy Story
Spider-Man versus Ben's original Aliens. Yep. Yeah, he did bring that up.
He did bring that was. I think that was around that time.
Yeah,
I was just like Spider-Man, and my immediate go-to whenever someone's fighting Ben 10's original 10 is, how are they gonna touch accelerate?
Yeah,
I was like, accelerate's just like too fast.
Yeah,
because I had this argument with Boolean because I was gaslighting him.
Yeah, if it's the original 10, then it's it's debatable. But if you're talking about
just like hands down Spider-Man. Like,
well, yeah, no, I agree, Spider-Man. 100%.
No,
if we're talking like Ultimate Alien Force Ben, though, it's a different story. He's got Alien X.
No, we're talking about 10.
Yeah, he's got Alien X.
But I was like, brainstorm. You just outthink him.
Yeah.
Great.
I also love Swampfire.
Swampfire is great.
Swampfire is
Wildvine.
I got the Swampfire Funko Pop.
I know. I saw.
Dude,
that was
the first
so
thing
I noticed
when they announced that. I was like, bro.
If I can get
that's the first Ben 10 Funko Pop too. Like they didn't like start with like they started with Alien Force. I was like, then we're set. Like if we're getting Alien Force already, who the fuck knows what else?
You know they're gonna make a huge, humongous Soren way big.
Oh yeah.
What if they did? All right, so currently at my non-disclosed store, we have giant All Might pops.
Oh, okay.
Could you imagine a way big?
Oh,
like man. This
Dude,
big.
I'll be there to buy it. What do you think about the Super Mario Brothers movie? Are you excited for it?
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Yeah, I was saying before about I think this is like really like the beginning of like
good
video game movies, like being made by people who like know what they're doing.
My biggest thing is that all right, spoiler for Pokémon.
Okay.
Not for the game, for the anime.
Yeah.
Have you seen the last episode?
I haven't seen it, but I know he won. I know he won.
So my biggest thing is now
that was everywhere.
Now
like, it was
that Ash has won, I'm pretty sure that next arc will be the end of Ash. I think that Ash will finally be coming to a close. He's the ultimate champion.
Yeah.
He has legendaries. He has kind of come to a close for his
I wish they would have
story.
aged him up a bit at least.
Yeah, so do I. I saw like a fan art thing with him and Gen.
Like,
9
I figured
with,
after
like, a
X
time
and
skip.
Y, it would have been like...
Yeah.
And then they reset him back to, I don't know.
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon.
Sun and Moon's art style was weird. The way
Yeah.
that they did it.
The only Sun and Moon episodes I saw were like the first few episodes, and then the ones where Misty and Brock came back.
Yeah.
I didn't watch...
I didn't watch.
I like
tried
at
to
that
get
point,
through the
I didn't
first
have
couple
cable,
episodes.
so I wasn't
It's
watching
on
it.
Netflix.
I just never went back to watch it. I just didn't.
So now that is over, my biggest hope is that, you know me, I'm into the Pokemon manga.
Yeah.
I hope that gets some sunlight
Ooh.
as like a TV series or like a movie.
Yeah, like for
Like
Netflix
if we
or something.
finally saw like a movie for Red,
Oh, that would be sick.
that'd be great. Like,
That would be sick.
Because that's the only form of Red that hasn't gotten attention in the last couple of years. Because we've seen like a bunch of like Red time skip stuff in Ultra Sun. If you did not know, in Sun and Moon, you could fight against a 20-year-old Red.
Oh yeah, no, I do.
Red and blue.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And then they were also another rendition of them from the original games was in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
yeah. That
the
I did
only
know.
one that did not get really like a chance to shine is the manga
the
one.
manga one, Pokemon Masters, right?
Pokemon. That's the
Oh, wait,
new,
no.
that's the new series. Pokemon Adventures.
Oh wait, right, yeah. I got them mixed up.
Super cool thing that happens in it. An Arbok literally gets sliced in half by a Charmeleon.
Jesus.
Like legitimately
That's
just
fucked.
slices him in half.
God.
Goo coming out.
Oh my god.
Super cool.
It's pretty graphic.
Because Pokemon
For Pokemon
Pokemon
standards,
is
at least.
graphic, but it's graphic in a PG sense where it's
Yeah.
like, hey, this Drifloon will steal your children. You know that's a thing, right?
Yeah,
I was
do.
about to say, I was like,
Yeah, I do know that. Like they won't show that, but they'll just throw it in as a Pokedex entry just to get you
Yeah.
being like, what the fuck am I looking at?
Nah.
Like-
But like that's my biggest hope for
Yeah.
like this Mario movie is that it brings like forward like more things that were not so as
Yeah, I'm sure
popular
it
of
will.
different
Like
series.
Nintendo just opened up a film studio. Like they bought out a film studio, and
Yeah.
now they're like
they're
really going full force. with
Zelda's
it.
definitely the next one on the list. It's definitely
Yeah, no,
Zelda.
100%.
It's definitely Zelda, but what's next is more of what I don't know what it would be.
Yeah.
I would say a Kirby movie, but I feel like Kirby movie would not be the next step.
No, I don't think it would be next.
It's also I don't
Probably
think
Mario 2.
I also think that Metroid would not be next in the lineup
I
for main
heard
titles.
I heard they were developing like a Donkey Kong spin-off or something.
Donkey Kong Netflix series.
Something like that. No, I'd probably go to Peacock because Universal.
Really?
Yeah, Universal was running the Mario movies, so it would probably go to there. If anything, I have if once the Mario movie goes to streaming, it's probably gonna go to Peacock because that's
Could you
where all
imagine
the
like a Jimmy Timmy Power Hour of just like the new Mario and the new
Yeah.
Sonic?
oh wow, that would be. Those are completely different film studios.
Yeah,
though,
they're completely different studios, but like
yeah, Paramount's doing the Sonic movie.
yeah,
so.
Paramount, Sonic, and Universal's Mario.
Yeah.
Yo, I can't wait for the Mario pancakes at IHOP.
That's a thing.
No, all right. So every Illumination movie.
Oh yeah, they have like the minion
They have like
pancakes and
there was
shit.
a Minion pancakes. There was the Lorax fucking pancakes.
Ooh.
So we're gonna get like Mario.
I don't even like IHOP that much.
Mario crepes.
But I will. Yeah, if they make Mario crepes, I'm going there. Crepes are fire.
We're going together.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Let's fucking do
No,
it.
you would be really cool if it was like
We'll make a YouTube video out
we'll
of
make
it.
a YouTube video out of it.
Yeah.
and then I'll record my half and just never upload it.
Yeah. Go
if
check
it-
out Billy's channel to where he's not gonna upload.
Frosted Sword.
Yeah.
What if I somehow brought back Pokemon Billy G? I have no clue how to get that account back.
We'll just have it as a piece of history. Just leave it there.
Daddy fart in house.
It makes me wish I kept my old shit.
I tried to tell you.
I know you did. I'm not gonna act like you didn't. I know you did.
Nah, I have like there's this super cringy video.
That's
that
one of
I
my
have.
bigg's regrets in regards to YouTube, taking
No,
down
no,
my
'cause-
original
'cause
channel
There's things that I remember doing, and it's
because I
just-
don't have those videos.
I remember there's this super cringy video. I think it's still up on William J. Graff 28, where I had like an anonymous video that I was originally making anonymous because if you remember that hoodie I had that zipped up all the way.
Yeah.
I was trying to do this thing where like one of our friends was getting picked on, and it was one of our friends that I kind of had a thing for at the time because we were in middle school. Yeah. And I was like making a video being like, whoever did this shit is fucked up, and it was just like like me being like, from what I believe, like a justice, like a fucking a man,
like a fucking 12-year-old, just like
you should stop bullying. It's mean. You fucking because it's like, you know, kids don't have a sense of like anything. Mm-hmm. So it was like normal like me speech, and then it's just like me talking, and then it's just like fucking bitch, and like and it's like I was 12 maybe.
Oh my god.
It was great. I hate it. It was great.
Yeah, I like to suppress a lot of the middle school memories because it's just trauma for me.
It's just all right. So here's the thing.
Not even with like people in school, even just like everything going on outside of school for me. I just like
life is life. Everyone has things that they regret, so it's better not to regret them, because it's like, you know, you might regret one thing, but to someone else that might have been a key moment to them.
Right. No, like they were key moments for me, but in very negative ways.
Yeah, but you learn to not do shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. No, like I wouldn't be where I am today without them. I always that's kind of how I felt about when we stopped being friends. I was like, as much as it hurt me and how much I wanted to be your friend still, I was like, it helped us build the characters that we are today. Yeah. Without those moments, we would not be where we are today. Exactly. And now it brought us back, and we're thriving.
So when's Thunder X coming back?
It's not.
Thunder X.
That channel's gone too.
For the win.
That channel's gone too.
I remember you got so mad at the For the Win.
Well, because Thunder X was taken. I couldn't.
No, because you originally was like Thunder X For the Win, and then I was like Thunder X FTW, and then you're.
I didn't like the sound of FTW.
No, because your mom got. I remember this. Your mom got mad
because she thought it meant fuck the world.
Fuck the world.
Because she didn't know what For the Win was.
So you were like, just Thunder X, just Thunder. Whenever I would mention you in a video, you'd be like, just Thunder X, just Thunder X.
Yeah.
Because I was like, you had been like, it's Thunder X FTW, and you were correcting me then, and then I was like, all right, Thunder X FTW, and you're like, oh no, don't say that now. I thought that was so funny. That was back when your mom was like super against you having a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and honestly, she was probably right.
Could you without YouTube, I don't know where you would be today.
You're telling me.
Yeah.
You're telling me, bro. Like I was into YouTube as pretty much as long as I can remember. I was
do you have a YouTube Premium though?
I did at one point. I'm just poor. So I don't have it. My mom got a YouTube TV subscription. We got rid of cable.
Oh, I try to push my dad into doing that for like Netflix and like not Netflix, Hulu. Hulu has like their own like cable thing that you can do. I tried to push him into that because he's like, oh, you're paying for so much for cable. I'm like, you can literally choose what you want.
Yeah, exactly.
The future is now thanks to science.
Trust me. Like I was telling my mom for years to get rid of cable. Like you only watch a couple channels, and they're
newest Rick and Morty episode. That's the only reason I turn on my cable. Because I watched the newest Rick and Morty. And
I wasn't even I don't even have when we moved into this place, I didn't even have a cable box in here. The only cable box was in the living room. I have not
had a cable box in my room since 2016, 2015.
Yeah, no, I had one in my old room, but I never used it. And I would use it to watch the new episodes of Super when I was watching it, but that was I wasn't watching Rick and Morty at the time. I didn't get into Rick and Morty till 2018. It was around this whole Szechuan sauce thing. I watched the blue.
Fun fact. Come and get me. I still have Szechuan sauce in my fridge. Come and get me. It's probably
it's probably bad.
Well, it's been refrigerated the whole time. That's my thing.
True.
Because people hold on to Crystal Pepsi and people have the original sauces, and I'm just I don't know why I was just this is gonna be worth something.
I was holding on to some food for a while, but I ended up throwing it out. I was like,
this just sits on my shelf.
Yeah. I didn't. I had a can of Mario Campbell soup on my shelf for a number of years.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Long gone.
Back in high school when I was in Mendez's class, I remember when Szechuan sauce first came out, and Thomas was so happy that I got it. Yeah. He was like, I'll literally he wanted to try it so badly. He's like, I'll literally just stick my pinky in it. I just want to try it.
I remember getting it when they actually brought it back in big quantities, because that first time they only had 2 per restaurant, if any at all.
Yeah.
and I was like, this is okay. Like
it's not great.
It was like, yeah, it wasn't even that good. Like
something that I did that actually
they brought it back again last
with
summer.
The gold label.
Yeah,
and
the gold.
You could only get it if you were a McDonald's member.
Yeah, with the app.
Yeah. That was stupid.
Yeah.
Something that tasted good. My brother marinated a burger in it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Miggs is a chef.
Oh, that's cool.
Like not an actual chef, but he knows how to cook. Like. I would not trust this man as an employee to be a chef, because there's one time, off topic, and I brought this up with my friends, and they thought it was very funny, and then I brought it up with him like months later because it was past that time.
Yeah.
Him and his ex-girlfriend had just broken up at the time, and I was like, yo, this burger tastes like sadness. Like, it was like, he usually makes bomb-ass food. But
he just didn't put his all into it.
I was like, legitimately, I was like, I was like, I took a bite out of it, and like, my immediate expression was, this shit tastes like sadness. And my friends were like dying because it was just like, they didn't expect it, because I was just like, yo, this shit busting usually, but I was just like, sadness.
Damn.
Like, it was like, all right, to put into words, that specific burger was worse than school burgers.
Oh, like, I don't think I ever had one of the school burgers. I had some school food, and I would end up going home throwing up. Like, I had the pizza, and I would have a fucking migraine the rest of the day.
Mozzarella sticks and the breakfast.
I tried the mozzarella sticks, and I did like them.
Brunch for lunch was the shiznit.
I don't know if I ever had the brunch for lunch. I always brought
your sandwich.
I always brought food in from home. My mom would make me a ham sandwich every morning.
I remember you used to sit on them to make them flat.
Yeah, because for some reason they tasted better that way. I don't know. I was a weird kid. I was a weird fucking kid. You could tell anyone. You could ask anyone I went to school with. They'll tell you I'm a fucking weirdo.
People surrounded us for two reasons. Not because we were like popular, but because you made YouTube videos and I brought pizzas.
Oh yeah, you brought food to school.
I brought pizza. One of my.
I even noticed people would just come up to you because you had food. I would even be like, dude,
people
like,
who would never speak
I'd be like,
to me
dude, you gotta like
that.
stop bringing in all this food because people people are using you.
Because I didn't care.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what did it do? You got a slice.
Yeah.
What do you call it? One of my friends, they had brought this up with me years later because we became friends further down the line, and he goes, I remember I offered you like some really good like crackers or some shit for a slice of pizza or like a garlic knot, and you told me no, and I was like so mad at you. And I was like, crackers, pizza. That's you. That's me. I wanted pizza. Bring something bigger to the table.
Yeah. So, what else do I got here? Something that happened, was it our senior year? When Ethan Sak came to our school.
Oh yeah, he sacked my forehead. That's what I call it.
Why the fuck did you say it like that?
He sacked my forehead. So
yeah, he like signed his forehead.
He signed my forehead.
Yeah.
I had such a migraine after that.
Well, yeah, you got Sharpie going directly onto your skin.
No, it wasn't even like the it being in my forehead. It was more so like me smelling.
Oh, yeah, the fume of the Sharpie, yeah.
Coming back down.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Also, my basement was very humid, so it was like
yeah.
breathing in that and then the Sharpie fume simultaneously. Really not a great idea.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad.
Yeah.
I remember. I was like, this guy is gonna remember me forever.
It's in my video too, so
because I was like, I walked up to him and I was like, I'm good. Like, if this guy blows up, I want him to remember me as the guy, the first forehead he ever signed. So I was like, I'm gonna ask you a really weird request, and he goes, what is it? And I go, sign my forehead. He's like, who has a Sharpie? he was in.
Yeah.
Like I could.
He was so great.
He was great.
He played Megalovania for a second on the piano. I missed that on video. I was so mad. I was like, I was
so glad that happened. I hung out with Bosch that night. Yeah. Bosch told me for like I was like, my head hurts. He's like, then go wash it off. And I was like, nah. I have it posted on my Instagram if you want to put it up.
Yeah, yeah.
My forehead sign.
Right here on screen.
Right here. It was so bad. Like I kept trying to like he kept trying to get me to take it off, like get it off, because I was like complaining, and I was like, I'm very lightheaded, and I feel like I'm gonna pass out. He's like, then fucking wash it off, and then like it wasn't coming out because it's Sharpie, and I don't know why. I thought it was a good idea, and I was just like, I had like the rough side of the scrubby sponge, and I was just going at it. Christ. My forehead was bright red, but you could still faintly see it. Like that was a super Sharpie.
That's fucking great.
In my forehead.
Oh my god.
It's great.
So
I should have wore that hat. I
have one last question for you before we wrap this up.
I'll see if I have an answer.
In regards to YouTube,
do
you see yourself making more content? Because it's been a couple years.
Alrighty, so I really want to.
Okay.
I really want to make more content. But my thing is that I don't know what's the field I would go directly into, because me and my friends have talked about making a YouTube channel altogether, kind of like we tried to plan out originally with Elemental.
You gonna bring back Super Saiyan Shy Guys?
No, the title.
I still have access to that account actually. I logged into it a couple months ago.
We went and watched videos from it a couple times. The one with like Edward with like milk, and we were like,
oh yeah, he's like, Octavia with the milk, because he like pumps the fucking lotion. He's like, yo, you're trying to masturbate, you guys won't even. I just took, because for like, what was it? We were talking like with just the voice memo feature on iMessage, so that's how I was able to make that into a video.
But I was just like, we've talked about getting into it. The title that we had worked on was Box Boys, because I was doing this thing where I was
oh shit, wait. One more time, hang in there, baby. Okay, as you're saying,
music that's the noise it makes.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I would do this thing where it was something that I got from TFS, actually. That's Team 4-Star, people that make the Dragon Ball Z bridge.
Yeah.
They did a Pokemon Nuzlocke, and they would take random things that they were looking at or random things and put the names together and name their Pokemon that, where it would have been like Mike Bottle or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I was doing that, and I was trying to do that with like names for the YouTube channel, and I was like, what can I do? And I was looking at my room, and I was just like, hero, and then I was like, I saw my backpack, and I was like, school, and I was like, Japanese word for hero, Academia. And so I was like, Hero Academia, that's a show. And then I was like, okay, what else do I have? Charizard, Dragon. And then I looked at my basketball and went, Ball, Dragon, fuck. And so it went from that, and I went to Film Appreciation the next day, and I went over to Aubrey and Octavio, and I told them about this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was doing this stupid thing where it was like, it was like Dragon Ball, and I was like, fuck, that's a show. And I was like, Hero School, My Hero Academia, fuck. So I talked about that. And then I was just like, I was like, if I did like some stupid shit like boxing with boys, and it was like Box Boys, and like that just stuck with us.
That's a Nintendo IP.
It was. Well, Box Boy is Box Boys as a gang.
Oh yeah.
And like I actually, if I check on my phone, I can show you it later. My icon for YouTube was actually my design for my Box Boy and Aub's design for the Box Boy for her Box Boy on the YouTube play button, because I have this thing set where I have a specific icon that I have customized where I draw my own icons for the apps, and it's my Box Boy and Aub's Box Boy just like touching the YouTube button, just like ooh ah.
That's cool.
So I wanted to do Box Boys. We really haven't got anything into that. I had a friend that was who seemed very interested into doing it with me, but things happen.
Shit happens.
But I do want to pursue YouTube, but whether it's probably going to be on Frosted Sword if I do anything else.
All right.
But
I would say stick with what you've got.
Frosted Sword, I feel like the brand, I like the brand. The Frosted Sword brand, it's been a part of me for almost probably a decade.
Yeah.
It was
a little
12.
Yeah.
Almost
2013, right? Or something like, I think it was like 2013.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
about
next
10
year,
years.
almost a decade
Holy
of me
shit.
having it. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's my PlayStation
Crazy
gamer
that
tag.
that stuff is coming up on 10 years now. That's fucking crazy.
When Diamond and Pearl were 10 years, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I know. I was like, that's nuts. That's not real. But yeah.
I do want to do YouTube. It's just I don't know how I would go about it, just because of how much I work, and I do want to do more stuff, but like I feel like you need to be more adjusted and well equipped for it. I don't know how to get into editing. I know that I can make good thumbnails if I tried, but I just like. It's more so of
you just learn as you go. I like a lot of stuff I've taught myself over the years.
The YouTube algorithm is always changing, and that's my thing. Because it's like if I wanted to get adjusted to like what we used to watch, that's not what like, the algorithm wants anymore. Yeah. So it's just like there's no point in me trying to drive for that. I still struggle with that too.
I ain't getting anywhere yet, but I'm trying.
It's just like Pokemon content. Nuzlocke do great. I wanted to do more so of what Jane Animations did, where she did like an animated Nuzlocke. I got into animating, but my thing is that I'm very bad at non-human figures for animation and drawing. So that kind of went out the window when that happened.
You know what? Maybe do streaming and then make like highlights out of that.
My thing is, I don't know if I could do it just because I can't. Me myself, I like. You ever hop into like a VOD video?
Yeah.
And it's just like, I kind of get lost in it. It's just like, oh, just put it on for background music at this time, like.
Well, yeah, that you might be that for somebody, but hey, that's still views.
Yeah, it's views, but like, I don't know if I would enjoy doing it. I would like to have people with me, and the thing is that
you could do online stuff with your friends. You could do like multiplayer games and things like that.
My hope is that we'll be able to do a Box Boys potentially thing, but
I know Eddie was talking about a podcast.
Yeah, him and Octavio talked about this stupid car podcast thing that they wanted to do.
He asked me about that. He's like, yo, what equipment should I get?
And I was like...
So I was giving him some stuff that I found.
I was like, you want to do car karaoke without the karaoke part. And just talk in a car. And I'm like, that's a thing already. I don't want... If I'm going to do anything, why would I do it? Whose car are we doing it? All of our cars are small as shit.
Yeah.
Except for the Chad Ram.
Which one's the Chad Ram?
Ob's truck is a Ram.
Oh, okay.
Very nice Ram.
Nice.
I have the Putang Cruiser. Octavio's got his car that I can, if I wanted to, I could steal his tail.
Yeah.
I'll next time I do it, I'll post it, and he'll get mad at me for it because I do it all the time. But I pick up like his tail with one hand, and then I put it back down because it's like it's attached to it, but it's like attached to it.
Yeah.
It's actually Michael Familetti's old car.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's funny how the world
Small
works.
world.
Small world.
Small fucking world. All right. Well, thank you for coming out here and doing this.
No, this is the part where I interview you. Well, I'm turning the show around. This is now the Frosted Sword podcast.
Okay, rapid fire.
Do you like Chex Mix?
It's okay.
That's all we have for today. I don't like Chex Mix.
Thank you, Billy, for coming out. Thank you guys for 50 episodes of this podcast. I don't know how I did it, but here we are. If you guys enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, leave a comment. After this episode goes up, we're going full force the rest of the year into January. I got a bunch of stuff down the pipeline.
Full force.
Be sure to follow the podcast on Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm also on audio platforms. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, any of those other ones, be sure to write a review and leave a rating. Let me know what you think. Anything I can improve on.
6 stars out of 5.
If it was possible, then absolutely.
For specifically this episode, because I'm on it.
Be sure to check out Billy's stuff. I'm going to leave his Instagram and YouTube in the description if you want to go check him out.
Please, I'm lonely.
And yeah, with that said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And yeah, take it easy.
I'll be back.
Peace. Yeah, you will be.